learning a tool, suppose Oracle tool or any other tool, you cannot sustain in market for a long time because a new tool will replace it. Again, you have to learn a new tool. Again, a new tool will replace it. That is a different process. You cannot be a static person when you're learning a tool because you may lose your job. Why? Because a new tool is replaced, the demand will go to the tool. So the old tool is nowhere used. I'll give you a simple example. We have something called SVM, which was used before Git comes. SVM is completely exhausted now. That means no company is going to use it. Only hardly 1-2% of companies use it. Understood, right? Git came and Git completely replaced. People who are working only on SVM as admins, they lost their jobs. There you don't need any coding. So if you want to survive in IT for a very long career, you should have at least one programming knowledge, language knowledge. Okay, it can be Python, Java, or any other language. Okay, Python is the easiest language that is existing right now, okay, compared to any other programming languages or scripting languages that are existing. The reason because it is easy to understand, it is easy to code, it can do lot of things how Java can do. It can do the same automation what Java can do. Java is much complex compared to Python. Okay, the learning and logical coding that you write in Java is much and much larger and much tough. You can just compare it. You already know, I guess. A lot of people know what is the difference between Java and Python. So if I can code the same way in an easy way, if I write 50 lines of code in Java and same code I write in 10 lines in Python in an easy way, okay, and the task is same, the task that is done is same by both of the languages. So why would people prefer to have a code which is complex, like 50 lines? They'll go with 10 lines and that to be ease. So that is what my understanding is. So choosing Python over Java is much and much benefit, not only for today or for this course. It will help you throughout your career because if you want to sustain in IT for a very long time, you should have programming language. This is very important. Whatever people say, learning a tool doesn't help. Being into non-technical IT, you will not get good packages. You be a automation tester, learn programming language, do coding, you will have huge packages. Okay, you'll have a long career until the company's existing testing will be there. Testing means automation testing exists. Okay, this is what the proper understanding of learning this course. Okay, this should be kept in mind for every one of you before you start your course. Okay, so how it is benefited for you and what kind of things that we are going to see in our syllabus is what I'm going to tell you. Okay, if you see, I will start with Python basics, which means I will discuss the complete programming language. Okay, see, Python can be called as programming or scripting language. I'll explain you tomorrow or day after tomorrow when the online team asked me to start the original class. Okay, please be patient. I know people are will coming 1-2 days now, but I just want confirmation of the batch so that I would start it as soon as the batch is confirmed. I can start the regular classes. Okay, you please understand. So then on top of it, we will discuss Python course, complete Python course, which means we will see how to install Python. Okay, Python variables, keywords, literals, data types, conditional statements, loops. Okay, object-oriented programming. Okay, then we will see about exception handling, file handling. So we will see almost everything as part of Python along with my class, which would be 7 to 10 days. On top of it, you will be also getting 170 videos of Durga sir complete Python course, okay, which will be only for those people who enrolled my course. Clear, right? Okay, this is the first step which we will be seeing as part of our course. After learning Python, we will discuss about Selenium concepts. So which means we will be discussing about all the UI components and how to automate them. Suppose there is a text box, how to automate it. There is a drop down, how to automate it. There is an alert, how to automate it. So how to automate a complete website is what we will discuss. Okay. So I will give you guarantee after completing this Selenium concept, okay, which will be for 10 to 15 days. This till this level, you will be able to automate any website. That guarantee I can give to everyone if you practice my class every day basis. Because I will tell you class in a very neat and clean way, as I am trying to tell you, like a layman understanding. There is no complex words used. Okay, it's most simple. No matter it's a very tough code, also I'll make it simple and I'll try to understand, make you understand. Okay, so this is the way the teaching would be there, and this is the way uh, understanding would be there. Okay, so first we will say Python. We will discuss about Python. Live class will be there. Recorded videos will be provided to you. Okay, on top of it, 170 complete Python course videos will be sent to you by Durga online team once you enroll the course. Then we will discuss about Selenium concepts, all the Selenium concepts. By the end of this course, I mean this content, what you will be able to do, that guarantee I will provide you. You can be able to automate any website. I'll share you some 4 or 5 websites. You would be able to automate the complete 4 or 5 websites. Okay. After that, what we will discuss? We will discuss the frameworks. So what is a framework? Framework is like a design pattern which has been built, okay, which the programming language provides you. Okay, if you see Django, Django or Django, people say. So Django is a development framework, right? Using the Django framework, you can build application, you can develop the applications. That is a development framework for Python. For Python, there are testing frameworks. In Java also you have testing frameworks and development frameworks. In Java, the testing frameworks are JUnit, TestNG, okay, data-driven framework, keyword-driven framework, hybrid framework. These are all the frameworks. In Python, the names are little different, but they are equal to your Java, okay, because it is a different programming language, right? So it has a different framework. So what is the use of learning this framework? Using this frameworks, you can build a projects. You can build a automation framework. You can able to code. You can able to run test case. You can able to execute test case. You can do lot of, okay, test case development using the framework. Okay, you can run the test cases. You can generate the results. All these things your framework will help. So we are not going to see only single framework. We are going to see PyTest framework, which is very important. Called JUnit. In Java, it is called JUnit. In Python, you say PyTest framework or unit test framework. That we will see. Then on top of it, data-driven framework we will see. Okay. Then what we will see? Then we will see page object model design pattern. How to create pages. Okay. This is what we will see. Then we will see BDD framework. Okay. How many frameworks we are seeing? BDD framework, data-driven framework, unit test framework. Then we will see PyTest framework. So 4 frameworks we will see. Complete end to end. Okay. How to? Not a single very basic framework. PyTest is nothing but it is equal to TestNG in Java. If you know TestNG, similar to TestNG in Python, we have PyTest framework. So we are seeing data-driven framework, TestNG, unit test framework, and BDD framework. So 4 frameworks we are going to see. Out of 4 frameworks, we are going to do 2 projects. Okay, how many projects? 2 end-to-end projects we are going to discuss, like automation approach. That means how to develop a framework from the scratch. That we will discuss in the class. Okay, you're clear, right, everyone? So 4 frameworks we are discussing, which will take a lot of time for us. Okay, it is not a single day because discussing every framework. So by the end of this thing, you will be able to develop your own framework. You understood, right? By the end of this, what is the guarantee? You will be able to develop your own framework. So we are going to see Python, we are going to see Selenium concepts, we are going to see frameworks, 4 frameworks, 2 projects. Then we are also going to see Git and Jenkins. Git and Jenkins, the overview of the Git and Jenkins, how it runs, how it happens in companies. Okay, that part we will discuss. Then we will see API testing. See, the concept is not done still. Okay, we are going to see API testing. API testing is like extra course I'm giving. From here, everything that comes is extra course. So we are going to see API manual testing using Postman and API automation testing using Python PyTest framework. So we will see both API manual testing and API automation testing, because if you want to go for interview, if you want to crack interview, you should know both manual testing, automation testing, API testing, DB testing. This is called full stack testing. You should know all of this four. Understood, right? So I will be showing you API testing, both manual and automation, which is covered in this course. Actually, this is a separate course. Python is a separate course. API testing is a separate course. Manual testing also I'll tell you. That is also separate course. But I want to include everything in one course, okay, which is free, which is the additional course content to you, okay, as part of Selenium with Python. The namesake it says only Selenium with Python, but we are covering everything as part of it. We will discuss manual testing completely, manual testing concepts we will discuss. Then agile methodology, Jira tool, how to design story cards, how to assign it, how to raise a bug, everything in real time, how a real-time tester will test the application using the story cards in agile, okay, in agile scrum meetings. What are all this, what are scrum ceremonies, all these concepts will be covered as part of agile. So you will be getting a real-time exposure by showing you Jira tool. You will be getting manual testing knowledge, you will be getting automation testing knowledge, you will be getting API testing knowledge, okay, both manual and automation using API testing. All these things I will show you. After that, this is what the complete course of Selenium with Python, but it is equal to full stack testing, right? Because we are trying to cover everything. Then what I will provide, then I will provide you interview preparation. In the interview preparation, I'll share you sample resume, how to prepare a resume. Okay, you just need to get that resume and change the details as per your requirement. I will share you HR contacts. You don't need to worry. Okay, I'll share you 100 plus HR contacts to you directly. Okay, 100 plus HR contacts who are in requirement of Selenium with Python testing. So 100 plus HR contacts I'll share you. Important interview questions I'll share you. Because when you go for interview, they'll ask you Python programs. So what kind of program they will ask you? I'll give you some 50, 60 dumps. Those are more than enough for 2.5 years experience. Okay. So those two, understood, right? Those 50, 60 programs I'll provide you. Then important interview Selenium questions I will provide you. HR contacts I will provide you. Resume I will provide you. Okay. So I'll provide you a WhatsApp group. We'll create a WhatsApp group once the allotment and once a batch is confirmed, once the people are confirmed, then a WhatsApp group is created. Every day I'll share you materials over there. Okay, updates, any information I'll share you over there. Any doubt session we can have in that. You don't need to wait until next day I come. You can directly post a doubt and people who knows they can answer it, else I will answer it. So this is a mode of working. Okay, so the course duration is around 40 to 45 working days. Okay, weekend there is no class as per Durga Soft online team process. Okay, and on top of it, okay, you can claim of 2 to 3 years of experience, 2 to 2.5 years of experience directly after this course is completed. Okay, because see, people says 4 years, 5 years you can keep, but that is not true. Okay, that is not true. uh, because there is no person in the world who can teach you and get you experience of more than 3 years. So that is a wrong commitment. Commitment which I provided is the exact commitment. You can directly go and claim experience of 2 to 3 years. Okay, by the end of my course, you can get as many as you can calls, and you can attend as many interviews as you can. I'll provide the HR contact. You don't need to worry about it. Okay, recorded sessions will be provided to you every day basis by Durga Soft online team. Okay, even you miss the class, you can get the recording sessions. So you should contact Durga Soft online team for this. Okay, for recorded sessions, for payment and all. Okay, so the class timing is 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. We can change it as per our flexibility, everyone, once the batch is confirmed. Okay, once the batch is confirmed, we can change it according to the flexibility. So now you can apply for multiple job roles. You can apply for test engineer, you can apply for QA engineer, you can apply for automation tester, you can apply for SDET, software developer and engineering test. you can apply for any of these roles in companies. Okay, you understood, right? So the contact numbers are Durga Soft online team contacts numbers 720-721-2428. The other one is 88-977-117-990. Okay, you can please contact these two numbers. Okay, and for any kind of requirement, you can just reach to them. They are online team. They would help you to for registration or any kind of details you want. You can please reach to. Yeah, please ask me any doubts that you have. Hello, any one of you.
Hi,
Yeah,
sir.
sir. Yeah, please carry on.
Okay, continue, Navish.
Yeah, hi, sir. This is Kiran Aucha here.
Yes, yes, please.
Sir, I have one small doubt. Like, let's say the Selenium tools is used for web automations only. Okay. We are using with web automation with Python. Now, my question is, let's say we have a application which is developed in Java. Okay, like you might be heard about that Oracle EBS, which are having some pages in web, having some web pages, and most of the codings are done in a web, like Java part. So it is like a desktop application. So is it possible to test that Java-based form using Python?
Yeah, so you need to understand Selenium is Selenium. See, Python is just a programming language, okay, which is supporting
Yeah.
automation. Okay,
Hmm.
in Java or Python, all these are just programming. So Selenium, need to understand about Selenium. Selenium can do only web application automation, okay, not desktop application automation. Okay,
Okay. Hmm.
Selenium will not support any kind of desktop automation. I can take it offline if you want. I'll tell you how to automate it. Okay, but this course,
Sure, sir.
100% of the companies are into web automation. Okay, not just 99. Every company first will go with web application. Then only they will go with desktop application. Okay, so every company is into web application first. They may have desktop application, but that will come in later stages. Initially, every company that want to launch any products in market, they will go with web application. See, if you see Flipkart, Amazon, they have both desktop application. I mean, they have both hybrid application, and on top of it, they also have something called web application. You can directly launch Flipkart or Amazon, Google, and you can able to automate them. You know? So, what I am trying to tell is Selenium is the best demanding tool. That means every company utilizes it. Selenium can only do web application automation. I can help you if you want any personal need as part of your project requirements. That part of something can be done, but Selenium course, if you want to take up, okay, it's only for web application automation and only for professional. This is the main thing. Other details and all you can please ask them. Okay,
Yeah,
probably.
sure, sir. I got it. If I need, then I will ask in offline.
Yeah, yeah. See, any other details I mean to say apart from the content and subject, you can ask Durgasoft online team. Okay, I said you the numbers, right? You can please call to this numbers and you can please ask them. They would provide you the details. Okay. Any other details that you want apart from content or anything that you have doubts?
So good morning, sir.
Non-technical questions if you have, you can ask them.
So good morning, sir.
Anyone else? Anyone else? You understood, right? What I'm trying to tell? Everything we are going to see
Yes,
two
sir.
projects. We are going to see two projects. We are going to see API testing. We are going to see manual testing. We are going to see Jira. We are going to see Python. We are going to see Selenium. We are going to see frameworks. We are going to see Git. We are going to see. I'm going to send 100 HR contacts. I'm going to give you materials. I'm going to give you interview questions. Okay, all this data will be provided to you. And you got it. You got my point, right? So this is a complete
Yes,
full
sir. Yes,
stack.
sir.
For name, it is just Python Selenium, but it is a full stack testing.
Yeah, I got it, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Anyone else? Anyone else?
Hi
Any
sir,
doubt?
this is Sri-
Yes, please.
Hi sir, this is Srija.
Yes, please. Tell me.
I'm a manual tester in Infosys sir.
Okay.
Actually have a doubt like we have a Selenium with the Java and Selenium with Python, both are there.
Hmm.
I mean Selenium with Java and Selenium with Python both have the same opportunities if you learn. I have one doubt sir. This
Yeah.
doubt.
So let me tell you. Yeah, this is a nice question. Selenium with Java is existing from a very long time. Okay, because when Selenium
Okay.
was introduced, Java was the first language which could able to implement all the Selenium automation testing. Okay, so Python
Okay
has
sir.
come later. Python has come later, which helps in you. So Python can do the same automation which Java can do. Okay, what Java can
Okay.
do, Python can do equally the same level. When it comes to opportunity
Okay.
wise, I could say
Okay.
50% is for Java and 45% is for Python. Okay, and you
Okay.
will have equal. I mean, just 5 to 10% of difference would be there, but you can just go to Naukri because you ask me, I can give you some other detail. Go to Naukri, because Naukri is not my
Okay.
website. Go to Naukri,
Yes.
this type Selenium, okay, testing, comma Python. See how many jobs you can find. You can find thousands and
Okay.
thousands of jobs. Okay, not one, two. So that means the
Okay.
demand of Selenium with Python is very huge. You can just find it. Okay, you can just go and Google it and you will understand it. Because Naukri is not my
Yes.
website or
Yes.
I am providing it. It's a generic website where you can find the jobs. So there is a huge demand for it. Huge demand
Yes.
for Selenium with Python, equally with Java. So I said you little 5 to
Yes. Yes.
10% difference, but the way of learning is much different. Okay, see, you want to learn Java,
Okay.
it is very tough to you. You want to understand it, you
Yes.
want to code it. It is very tough for someone who is non-coders, who doesn't know
Yes. Yes.
coding, who
Right.
wants to be in IT for a very long time and who wants to have their career in IT in a very proper manner without having much coding experience or knowledge. This is the best platform for them. Okay, because without programming you cannot have a career. That's a very important question. People say a lot of other things, but coding is what having demanding. Okay, if you see a project manager and an architect in a company, architect will have huge package compared to a project manager. The reason, because project manager is only managing it. An architect is building the product. Clients want someone who build the product, not just to manage. A person who is architect can also manage it. Okay, but a person who is a architect cannot, I mean, who is a manager cannot build an application. So coding is very important for every company. The managers are depending on the coders, or depending on the architects, or depending on the developers or testers who are writing coding. They are only depending on them. So the amount that you get, or the package that you get, okay, have a sustainable life, have a demanding career, you should be in IT and you should be having programming knowledge. Okay, it can be Java or Python, anything. That should be a very sustainable career. So choosing Selenium with Python is a very accurate profession for your career, because you will have programming knowledge, you will have testing knowledge, you will be doing both manual testing and automation testing, however you are into manual testing.
Okay, sir. Thank you. And one more thing, after completion of this training, will institution provide placements also regarding Selenium with
Yes,
Python?
they will refer the, see, I will give you HR contacts. I already told you. I'll give you this is not part of institution, this is personally to my, but however you can think this is from the common end. Institution will provide you a lot of opportunities. Okay, there will be a lot
Actually,
of,
I'm not a fresher, sir. I'm an IT employee. I mean, no issue, right?
yeah, that's what, this is for everyone. This is for experience more. Okay, see, I tell you 2 to 2.5 years of experience you can claim in Selenium with Python. Okay, other experience
Yes,
I
yes.
don't. Suppose you have 10 years, suppose anyone has 10 years experience, they can claim 2 to 2.5 years of Selenium with Python, and other experience they can claim as manual testing. That's not a problem. Or they have any non-IT experience, claim that non-IT has that experience, and 2 to 2.5 years of Selenium with Python experience. Got it right? So this will help in building your career or starting your career with Selenium with Python. Okay, and then you will have a very sustainable life. because you will have demand in every company. You will have demand jobs in every company about this Selenium and Python. Okay, so you will have a sustainable career throughout your existing throughout the career that is existing. So what I'm trying to tell is this is like a start. Okay, start to go to Selenium with Python. Such kind of initiation that we do. Okay, this is like initial experience that we provide. I'll give you HR context, which has they have 100, not to 1-2 people. See, suppose there are 100 people, out of 100, maybe 10 people or 15 people will have regular requirements of Selenium and Python. See, one job you need, right? You don't need hundreds of jobs. People need one job. Okay, even though you get placed in 10 companies, you will go and work in one company. That's what the rule. So we have a lot of opportunities, we have a lot of availabilities. So getting one job is more important. So I'll give you that guarantee of if you attend 5-6 companies, you will easily crack 2-3 out of 5-6. So 2-3 I can give you that guarantee. If you complete this course and you go and learn every day, you just practice what I try to tell you, practice programs which I give you. Okay, that programs is very important. You should have to practice by your own. Okay? So that everything I would take care. I already told you, and because the content itself is very strong, you can just find it. See, you can't find any content in such a way that only they will teach only Selenium and Python. I'm trying to tell you API testing, manual testing, Jira, okay, Git Jenkins, 2 projects, all the frameworks, Selenium concept, Python course. This is a complete package for you. Okay, and HR contacts, resume preparation, interview questions. Okay, understood, right? So all these things will be provided to you as part of. I'll create a group, WhatsApp group. Every day we'll have communication. Okay, so this is the process.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for clarifying.
Thank you so much. Yeah. See, I will start the regular class only once I get the confirmation from Durga Soft Online team, mentioning that they can able to uh, ask me to start my class. Okay, until then I cannot start the regular classes. So once I get the batch confirmation, number of people who are confirmed, then only I can start my class. So that if you can make as early as possible, we will start the regular class and we will go with the process because we know what to do, what is the process. You know, we have a proper structure. So I'm trying to tell you more simple way. The way I'm trying to explain you is very simple and easy and neat and clean, so that you can everyone can understand. I'll make even a very complex thing into easy one, and I try to uh, make you understand. Okay, so such way of explanation would be there for my end. So don't need to worry about the content is very strong for us. We know what to do. We have all the things that are available for us. The only thing is that we should learn it, we should practice it every day, we should understand it. If you have any doubts, post it in our group. I'll create a WhatsApp group. I told you, every day practice it. Every day spend 1.5 hour, practice the things. Programs, I give you some 50-60 programs, practice those. More than enough, you can claim 2 to 2.5 years experience. Okay, so very solid syllabus that we are having. You can just compare it with any syllabus that you have. Okay, you find it because I have that guarantee with whatever I'm providing. Okay, because this is very standard. You
Sir,
can just compare. We are trying to see so many other things also.
And one more thing, sir. There is no evening batch, sir. Only morning batch only.
Evening batch I'm planning. Okay. We will discuss. No, we will discuss and decide it for 1-2 days. Let's discuss and decide it. Okay. Once the payments and once the things are happening, we will decide it when we have the class. Okay. How many people are interested
Okay.
for
I mean,
evening? Yeah, for evening part, for
I will.
morning.
I'm also interested, sir.
Mine, sir.
I am also interested in evening batch.
Actually, we are
Evening
on
very interested.
evening only. Yes, sir. Evening.
Yeah, most of the people
Evening
are
what time?
interested in evening, I think, sir.
Evening.
Yes, sir.
Let's plan it.
Eight, eight,
Let's plan. After evening, what time it would be preferable?
I think 8 to 9 is,
sir.
sir.
8 to 9. 8 to 9. It's good.
Okay.
Or 6
What
to
is the
7
average?
also good, sir.
8 to 9 is preferable for all working person.
Yes, sir.
All of them. Okay.
Hello.
Okay, let me talk with this online team because they have started at 8 a.m. Let me talk with them and we will discuss it on tomorrow 8 a.m. we will join and we will discuss finally. Okay, based on everyone's
Yes, sir.
flexibility, we will discuss.
Please look
Tomorrow
into
8
that,
a.m.
sir.
we'll
It
join
is
and
evening
we will
batch.
discuss it based on everyone's flexibility and all. I will talk with the management also and let's finalize one particular timing. Okay, because I just want to discuss on everyone's flexibility, not just on my uh, flexibility. I just want to make it more easy for you people on your timings so that it would be benefit for you. Yeah, let's plan it on that particular time. Okay, tomorrow we will join morning only. We will discuss.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, we will plan it tomorrow morning. We will join and finally we will get to know everyone's opinion based on everyone's flexibility and timing. We will decide it when to have this. Okay, sure. Thank you guys. Thanks a lot.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
uh, Difference between programming and scripting. See, Python is typically called as a scripting language rather than a programming language. So there is a biggest difference that you can find in scripting and programming. I'll tell you C, C++, Java, all these are programming languages. If you see Python, Perl scripting, Unix shell scripting, okay, uh, all this PHP, all JavaScript, all these are called scripting languages. Okay, what is the difference between them? Okay, I'll give you a simple understanding of the difference. If you see Java, I think people would be at least aware of how to execute it. When you are writing a Java code or C code, first what you do, you write a program, you compile the code, and then you will execute the code. So while you compile the code, you will get all the errors that are displayed. If there are any errors, syntax errors, or any errors that are there as part of your program, that would be displayed. Then once you have completed your compilation errors, you have resolved your errors, then you can able to execute the code. This is what happens in every programming language. But it comes to scripting language such as Python, Perl, Java, JavaScript, all these languages doesn't have something called compilation. You directly write a program and you execute the code. You don't compile the code or you don't check the code for errors because there is a pre-compiler internally when you are executing it. So that is a major difference between a programming language and scripting language. So Python is typically a scripting language because Python doesn't have compilation. Python is one of those languages which are coming under scripting languages because it doesn't compile the code, directly execute the code. And that is the difference between programming and scripting. So you may tell me that I'm already telling you Python. Sometimes I say you Python programming. Sometimes I'm telling you Python scripting. So all scripting can be called as programming, but not vice versa. See, I can say Python programming also because it also does same task of your programming can do. Okay, the implementation part I'm saying. Okay, but scripting only Python can do. That means only Python means only scripting languages can. Programming languages cannot do scripting. So you can say the one way and the other way is not possible. I can say Python programming or Python scripting. Python supports scripting and Python supports programming. But whereas Java as a language will not support scripting. JavaScript is different. Okay, C as a language doesn't support scripting. C only supports programming. C only builds applications. Okay, you understood, right? This is a major difference between programming and scripting, and Python is typically a scripting language. This is the first step that you need to understand. Second step, Python is a high-level language, which is very simple that everyone understands. High-level language is a language that understands to user in a easy way. That means user can easily able to understand that programming. Even Java is a high-level language. Okay, Java is also a high-level language. Python, Java is also high-level. Python is both object-oriented and procedure-oriented. So what is object-oriented and procedure-oriented? If you see Java, Java is purely an object-oriented language. You can't write a simple print statement or system.out.println statement in Java without creating a class because it is a pure object-oriented language. But whereas in Python supports both. You can write a script or you can write a program where you don't need your classes or objects involved, or you write a script or a program where you can able to involve this classes and objects. Okay, so Python supports both programming and object oriented way and also procedure oriented. Okay, so this is a difference between Python and other languages. Python is also called as a beginner language. What do you mean by beginner language? A language that is generally meant for a beginners who wants to start their career into programming. I already told you, if you need to have programming, you will have a long career. So Python is called as a beginner language. The reason because Python is such a ease. The code that you write in Python is easy. It is more high level. It is more easy for the user to understand, and it is easy for everyone to code because you directly execute the code. You don't compile the code, and you don't have a lot of other dependencies that other languages has. If you see Java, if you miss a small semicolon, it gives a syntax error. Okay, but in Python there is no such restrictions. There is no restriction of using your semicolon as a mandatory. If you use semicolon, that's okay. If you don't use also, it's okay. Okay, so I will tell you as we progress, I'll tell you how to write Python program and all stuff. Today is a very basic class of introductory session on Python. So I tell you what Python is scripting, typically a scripting language. Python is high level language. Python is both object oriented and procedure oriented. And Python is a dynamic type of language. What do you mean by dynamic type? So there is two different types which we can mention out. Dynamic type and static type. So what is dynamic type? Dynamic type means you don't need to pre-declare any data type before a variable. That means if you write a code in Java, okay, any language in Java or any programming, how you do is if you want to create an int variable, you say int a equal to suppose 10, and then you give a semicolon. Okay, that means you are saying that I'm going to create a variable which is an integer variable, and the value for that is 10, and that variable name is keep. That is the meaning of it. The same thing if you want to create in Python, you can say a equal to 2. You don't need to say int, float, string, any kind of data type pre-declared before a variable. And this is same for all scripting languages. In JavaScript you don't do it, in Python you don't do it, in Perl you don't do it. It is not mandatory, I'm saying. Okay, even you don't do it, it works. In Unix shell scripting you don't do it, because on all scripting languages you don't need to pre-declare any kind of variable before your data type before your variable, because the Python interpreter will understand it without you providing. See, what is an interpreter? So again, there is a two important things that comes into picture: interpreter, okay, and compiler. Interpreter and compiler are two converters. Converters means what? Suppose I write some code like int a equal to 10. So my system will only understand zeros and ones. My system will only understand the byte. My system will not understand what is int, what is a, what is 10, and all. So I'm writing this code. In this code will be converted into machine level language, and that is been inputted into my system. My system will understand it, it do the processing, then it gives me output. And that is been again converted into the way that I can understand. See, if I say print hello, I'll get hello. That, but internally it is converted to zeros and ones. Okay, so that conversion is done by something called compiler and interpreter. Compilers are there in programming languages, interpreters are there in scripting languages. So Python has Python interpreter. So Python interpreter is so strong in such a way, even you don't provide data type, it will understand what kind of data type it is. If I say a equal to 10, it will understand, okay, 10 is an integer. As 10 is an integer, so a will be an integer data type. Okay, it will understand. You don't need to pre-declare it. Okay, you don't need to pre-declare it. It doesn't mean that there are no data types in Python. In Python there are data types. The problem is you don't need to declare it. That is important, because the interpreter will understand it, what kind of, because interpreter is something that is going to do your conversion, that is going to do your processing. I mean, before the processing, convert your code. So it will understand what is it without you giving explicitly the data type. Okay, so that is the difference between, okay, your interpreter and your compiler. In compilers, you should provide that particular compilers will be there. Compilers is also converters, but compilers are all there for C as C compiler, Java as Java compiler. Okay, your C++ has C++ compiler, Python has interpreter, JavaScript has interpreter, Perl has interpreter. All these have interpreters, which do the same task but for different scripting and programming. Okay, you understood, right? So in Python, what you need to understand, Python is dynamic type because dynamically you're not providing it pre-declared. So that's why you're dynamically typing it. So that means it is a dynamic type language. Okay, very important. And fifth point, extensible libraries. So this is a very important that everyone should understand. Python has, okay, Python has extensible libraries. I mean to say what exactly that meaning of extensible libraries is. Okay, the meaning of extensible libraries is Python has so many inbuilt modules, packages, or it is been built by, because it is an open source and platform independent. Open source means anyone can contribute to Python. It is the source code of Python is open to everyone. That is called open source. Platform independent. You can work in Windows machine, you can work in Linux machine, you can work in Mac OS, any OS you can. Okay, it is portable. That means you can use in any other operating system. It is open source, so anyone can build their own packages and they can contribute to Python. See, I suppose I have did some research. I found a way how to handle some other task. Okay, I can contribute to Python. So now everyone can use my contribution, whoever using Python. You understood, right? You got my point, right? Because it is open source, anyone can source it, anyone can understand the source code, or anyone can contribute to Python. So now that contribution has become so much in such a way, you find any way Python is involved. Yeah, for development we had Python, for automation testing we have Python, because the inbuilt libraries are already existing, inbuilt packages are existing. You don't need to write any code from the scratch in Python. That is the reason the Python code is more simple compared to other things, because already there are some packages existing for anything. See, suppose I want to send a Gmail, okay, mail from one person to other person, just 3 lines of code is enough in Python, because there is a package, utilize that package. It's like plug and play. Then using that package, you use a method, and that method will automatically send a message, okay, send a mail from your Gmail ID to some other Gmail ID. Okay, that script is already existing. So what I'm trying to say is, in a simple way, Python has lakhs and lakhs of modules which are already built. Okay, you just need to utilize that modules and write your simple code. Okay, you don't need to write anything from the scratch. That is what I mean to say. You got my point, right? Because Python is already developed completely almost, and people are contributing still to Python, which means Python is having so many inbuilt and so many existing libraries for every field. You take automation testing, for data science, Python is used so much, because in data science you can able to do any activities using Python. You can use NumPy for numerical calculations. You have pandas for data frame conversions, doing all the activities. Okay, you have scikit-learn machine learning algorithms you have in Python. Okay, so all these things, okay, which are already being built in Python, you just need to utilize them and then build your models. Okay, in or development also, Django is a built-in library. So Django is a framework which is existing in Python. Okay, in Selenium also, Selenium is available as a package. You just need to use inbuilt methods of Selenium, or inbuilt modules of Selenium, and then you can write the code. So the code becomes easy in Python compared to others. Okay, so these are the 6 important points of Python everyone should know. Okay, these are the 6 important points of Python. Everyone should know that what is Python about. This is, I could see a couple of people are joining. This is a very basic introductory session on Python. However, we will see on Monday on a very regular basis. Okay, once all the payment is done. So now let's see how to install Python. See, this is only for those people who doesn't know Python anything from the scratch. Okay, so this is like a zero session again until this class is completed. From Monday we will regularly start our other content. By the time I'll complete all this. This is a website. This is the official website where your Python repository is existing. Okay. If you want to download Python, how do you download Python? You just need to open this website www.python.org. Go to downloads and you can find the latest version. Okay. The latest version is Python 3.11.1. Okay. The latest version is Python 3.11.1. So you can just click on download. Okay. See, before that, I just want to understand how many people doesn't know anything about Python, because I just want to understand how you guys are. You want whether you want me to, have this discussion go ahead, or you want me to just directly start with the process. Do anyone not aware of Python? Anything about? If you can message me, it's okay. Okay, fine. Because I just want to tell every one of you, based on everyone's consideration and based on everyone's priority, I should be able to discuss. Okay. So a couple of people are new to Python. Anyone else? Anyone else? Okay, fine. Let me just start with the basics. Okay. So how to download Python? Just go to Google. Okay. Once you see in Google, you will be opening this website. I'll share this notes notebook. Okay. Click on this particular version. Okay. Once you click on this version, this will be downloaded, because it is a free software, right? You don't need to pay any amount, or you don't need to. It's not licensed. It's a free software. So you just need to click on, go to downloads and click on the software. It will be getting downloaded. www.python.org is a website. So once it is downloaded, you can just open it. Okay. Once you open it, you will be finding this. I'm not installing it because I already have a couple of versions of Python in my system. So I'm just trying to tell you how to do it. Okay. So you just need to click on it. So once the download is completed, you just need to click on it. Once you click it, it will show like this. For me, it is 11.3.11.0. You better download any other versions. Okay. So if you want to add your path to exe2 path, you can add it. Just click on install now. Okay. You don't need to do anything. Just click on install now. See, I will cancel this download because I have a lot of other versions existing. Okay. You can install it for the first time if you are installing, because you should not have multiple versions in your system, which is a confusion again. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is just download it. Once you download, open that particular download, you will be able to see this. You just need to check in this. Okay. Click on install now. So I'm just canceling it. Okay. Because it is saying that I'm going to make any changes. So I can just click on cancel. For you, you just need to say click on install now. It will be installed. You will get set up successful here. See, I'm canceling it. The reason because I had multiple versions of Python in my system. Okay, I don't need it now. But it is a very simple thing, as you already know. Once it is open, click on install now. You just need to wait for some time. After some time, you'll get set up successful. Okay, that means your installation is successful. This is the first step that everyone should do as soon as you install Python. This is the first step of installing Python in everyone's system. Once you install Python, you should do a couple of things. Go to environment variables. Okay, edit the environment system variables. Okay, go to this environment variables. Okay, please listen everyone. If there is anything called path here, you just need to add it. If there is no path, click on new and add the variable called path, and then just copy paste the variable path. That means to type python dot exe. Okay. See, I have so many versions. It's showing that so many versions are exist. Okay. So what you can do is you just need to find your path. See, if you see here, I have my path already there for Python. See, Python 3.9 scripts. So if I just copy it here, and if I go, okay, if I go and open that particular path in my desktop, okay, understood, right? Already I have set the path. See here, you will have all your Python things. Wherever Python, okay, you have all your Python things. Okay, in Python 3.9, you have something called python.exe. This is called python.exe. So this is the path. This is a path. For you, you will be having a path. Okay, this is a simple thing. As you know, when you download it, you will be just go and click on python.exe. Just right click and open the location. Once you open the location, it will be like this. Whatever the location you open, okay, you just need to give that path. Copy this path and give it in the pathway. This is like you're going to create a, see, already I have it. Okay? I'm not doing it. It's already there for me. Okay, understood, right? Then you can also add a path for system variables. Why you are doing all these things? You know, what is the reason that we are doing like this? Do you know? See, I will run my script anywhere from my program. Okay, I don't know where I will run my script. Wherever I run my script, it should accept my script. Okay, that is what my intention. The intention is wherever you run your script from, wherever the place, okay, your system is able to recognize it. So that is the reason you should add it in your environment variable. So once you have added in your environment variables, you should restart your system. You should restart your system. I'm not going to do it because I already have all the things and setup ready to be. Okay, clear, right, everyone? Any doubts you can ask me regarding this. The class timing is 8 to 9. We will complete it before that. Okay, 8:50, somewhere 8:55. We will start at sharp 8 going forward, and then we will close it at 8:50, 55 because of some other priorities for other people. Clear, right, everyone? This part is clear, right? How to install Python. So once you are installed Python, okay, please tell me, no, please speak out. You can message if you can't speak. You can speak if you can speak. If you have any doubts, ask me. Till here, are you clear, everyone? Okay, we are. Yeah, thank you. The thing is, like, you should just speak out or you should just message if you're fine, so that I'll go for the next section, next topic. So now once you're done with it, just type IDLE. IDLE means integrated development environment. Okay, then just open that IDLE. Okay, like this, and start writing your Python. Okay, you can write your Python code. See, I will just give the basics of variables till today, and then we'll close. See, once I click on IDLE, it will open an IDLE. Okay, now it will open an IDLE. This is called integrated development environment, IDLE. This is a place where you write your Python code. Okay, how it will come? Once you install Python, automatically this will become. Once you install Python, you set environment variable, you restart your system, you will be able to see this. Okay. You may ask me, is it mandatory to do all these things? Not mandatory, but if you do, everything is in the proper set. Okay. Now, once you see this, this is called shell. You also say executable command, executable prompt, command prompt, or you can say shell. So this is a place where you write your Python code and you execute your Python. This is the default, okay, default IDE which is been provided by Python. You have a couple of other IDEs which are existing, such as PyCharm. Okay, PyCharm is the most used IDE which is being used for Python. Understood, right? So this is a default IDE which Python is giving you. So how to write Python variables? You just say a equal to 10. Okay, suppose I said a equal to 10 and I press enter. So when I just type a, what is the value of a? It gives me 10. I say b equal to 20.2. Okay, 20.2 means anything after decimal is called as a float variable in Python. So if I check what is the value of b, it gives me 20.2. So what is the type? What is the type of a? Type of a means what is the data type of a? This is an inbuilt method. Okay, inbuilt method which is going to ask what is the type of a? What is the data type of a? It gives me class int. That means it is an integer data type. Okay, what is the type of b? Type of b is a float data type. Okay, type of b is float data type. And then I can also create a string variable. In Java, you say string s equal to something like this, right? Okay, like this you will say. Okay, in Python, you don't need to say. You can directly say some variable equal to, suppose s equal to. What is the value of s? S is nothing. See, in Python, single quote or double quote or triple quotes, everything is fine. Okay, even though you give double quotes, it gives you output as single quotes. That's okay. Or double quotes, it comes. That's okay. Or triple quotes, it comes. Okay. See, okay, you don't need to worry about double or single or triple quotes in Python. I'll tell you the difference between all these things, but this is what you just need to understand at this point of time. Okay. So what is the type of s? Type of s? S is just a variable. It is string str. Str means string data. Okay. Okay, you understood, right? Now, how do you create multiple variables? In Python, I can create a variable like this. See, I already say a equal to 10. Now I am saying a equal to 20. If I print a, what is the output I'll get? Tell me whether 20 or 10. Because already I have given a equal to 10. Can you tell me what is the value I will get it? See, I will get the value called 20. Okay. Why 10 is not coming? Why 10 is not there? See, once a variable is assigned with some value and that same variable is assigned with a different value, it will create a new object. It will not just replace the same element. Okay. What happens? A equal to 10, a equal 10 will be automatically deleted because unused variables will be deleted in Python. That's called as garbage value collector. Okay. Unused variables will not be used. Now, if I say a equal to 10, the latest value of a is 20. Because after a equal to 10, it becomes a equal to 20. The latest value of that particular variable is 20. It is no more 10. And that a equal to 10, the assignment is completely removed. Okay, you're getting right what I'm trying to say. So the latest value of that particular variable is the value of that variable, is what you need to understand. Okay, I can also create variables in Python like this. See, separately I created, right, A, B, C. Now ABS, I say ABS. I can also say all variables like this equal to 10, 20.2, 20.3, something like Durga. I can do like this because in Java you may not do like this if they are different variables, because A is an integer, B is a float, C is a string, or S is a string. Here I don't say, right, I don't say string or float or anything. So that is the reason I can able to assign the variables like this. Now what happens? Now A will be assigned to 10, B will be assigned to 20.3, S will be assigned to Durga. If I print yes, the output is Durga. If I print B, the output is 20 points. If I print A, B is again 10. Because the assignment I changed it again. So I can completely assign a variable like this. Multiple variable with multiple values. I can assign like this. In Python, it's not possible in other languages. If they are different data. See, they are different data type. One is an integer variable, one is a float variable, another is string variable. I can assign like this. So it will go and assign to that particular value, to whatever you are assigning. You can assign like this, or you can also assign separately like this. Okay, or you can assign a single value for all of them. Okay, if I want to assign A, B, and C 100. So if I say A is 100, B becomes 100 now, and C becomes 100. You're getting my point, right? Everyone, you're getting my point, right? So are you clear with this point still now? Can everyone who is new for today, can everyone do to complete till this point? Okay, we'll be getting this recorded videos. Okay, you just get it recorded videos. Okay, tomorrow also we will continue to some extent. Okay, from Monday we will see a regular classes. Okay, I have a lot of things to say. I'll send you notes. Any doubts, anyone? Any doubts,
Sir,
anyone?
if you pay the video today, you will provide the today session record also, right, sir?
Yeah. Please contact this numbers no, because they are actually handling all these things. If you have any doubts, reach to me, but they will almost they solve your doubts. Okay, whatever doubts you have, they will rectify it. If you are not getting any solution for that, you reach to me. Reach to this numbers no, please take a screenshot, or you can note this
Okay.
numbers for reach
Hi,
for
sir.
all the other. Yes.
Can you please share the link how to
Tomorrow
install
also we
the
have
Python
No. Link.
in the
Okay. No. This is a
in the
website.
chat?
Okay. There is no link. This is the website. Okay. This is the official website of Python, where you can able to assign it in group. Okay. This is the official website of Python, where anyone can download Python.
Okay.
This is not for particular people. Anyone can download on this website. Yeah. So please let me know
tomorrow also
whatever
we
you
have
want to.
this.
Yes. Tomorrow also you have, but to a very basic extent we'll have. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Because I don't want to disturb people who are coming in middle and then ask me doubts, ask me so many things which will be disturbing everyone of us. Okay, I don't want that to happen. So I want everyone to be on two projects. I'll give you end-to-end understanding, end-to-end project design framework. Okay, everything. Don't worry about it. Okay. Right away you can go and go for 2.5 years of experience. That's pretty much fine for it. Okay. Okay, fine then.
Hi,
Yeah,
sir. Just last one. Sir,
yeah.
you mean to say that when I say there are two projects, end-to-end projects, that means two applications separately or what?
No, not okay. It's not completely applications. I will try to tell you the flow completely, because complete application is a very large one. See, ultimately, if you automate some 2-3 pages, you can automate whole application, because the same thing will be there in other pages. You're getting right?
Yeah, I
Same.
got it.
So the main intention of me is to mention you how to design a complete framework from the scratch. So what are the different folders? Okay, each folder consists of what? How to design your page object model? How to integrate it with your test scripts? How to run your scripts? How to get the results? All these things which is important for you to understand how a project looks in company. Okay, that kind of way I would type. Automation and all, if you know 2 or 3 pages, you can automate the whole application. See, in Python, in automation, we should not say that whether you are good in this application or that application. That is wrong, because everyone should be able to automate any application that is there. Okay, you are working in some company, you have some application. I work in some company, I have some application. Someone work in some company, they have their own application. Okay, see, application is not important for us as part of automation testers. The way that we automate, the roles and responsibility that we hold up, okay, the automation techniques and automation standards that we are maintaining across the projects, across the applications is what important. Okay.
Okay, got it, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Which you know, which is separate, okay, which is separately provided, and only those people who enrolled will be able to join that. Okay? Other people will not have access. That's okay, fine. So now we have seen the basic Python variables yesterday. So there are two important things which we have to understand: keyword and literals. Keywords, literals, identifiers. Okay, these things are very important. So what is meant by keywords? What is meant by literals? What are meant by identifiers? Okay, let me just try to understand. To make you understand what is this. Okay. So in Python, there are certain keywords. Keywords are something that are reserved kind of words. I mean to say, these words have some purpose. The Python programming, whenever it has been started, they have reserved a couple of words, okay, as keywords. They are important because they have specific functionality. Okay, how do you know that how many keywords are there in Python? Okay, how many keywords are available in Python? How to know it? Okay, in order to understand how many keywords are there in Python, okay, we just need to say import keywords, okay, keyword dot kw list. Understood, right? Kw list means keyword list. Keyword is like a package. It consists of, okay, all these are keywords in Python. What are all these? All these are keywords. Keywords means they have their own. See, we know a couple of keywords which are used for what purpose. Like if I say while is used for looping, right? Import is used to import some package or module. Okay, and then we have something called else if. Else if is used when you want to have multiple conditional statements. Okay, you have class. Class will be used when you want to create a class. Okay, there are a purpose of using these keywords. Understood, right? There is a purpose of using these keywords. Keywords are predefined words which are existing in Python language, which has some purpose. Every keyword has some purpose. So you just need to know how many keywords are there in Python and what is the purpose of every key is what everyone should know. Okay. So I will try to tell you whenever keywords are coming and whenever required, I'll tell you the purpose and the utilization of keywords. Okay. If you say if, if when it's used, if for conditional statements, while for loops, for loops, okay, return some, okay, object, try and accept are the two keywords which will be used in exception handling. Okay, def is to define a function, asset is to validate a particular content. Okay, so break and continue and pass, all these are used in order to do some activity in the loops, okay, or condition statement to break the flow or to skip the flow or to move out of the flow. So there is a particular functionality for each and every keyword, and that keyword will be used wherever it is necessarily used. Okay, I'll tell you when they are used and what is the purpose. We just need to know what are all the keywords in Python. These are all the keywords which are there in Python. Now coming to the concept of identifiers. Okay, the important thing is identifiers. Identifiers means what? I'll give you a simple example. Is it a right way to define a proper object variable? I'll try to create one more ideally in order to make you understand simpler. From Monday you will not be able to join through this link, because this is only for people who paid it. So identifier, so is it a right way to define an object equal to 5,000? Is it a proper way? Can you tell me yes or no? You can please ping in the chat, or you can just speak out, whatever is fine. Is it a right way to define a variable, the variable equal to value? Is it correct or wrong according to you? People who knows Python, please tell me. It's right. Okay, it's right. People say. Any other answers? Yes, it is right, because we have underscore here. So can you tell me, is it right to define an object? Is it right to define an object? I mean, is it a correct variable? How you are saying? You need to have some kind of update, right? How can you say that this is not a correct way? This is not a correct way. True. It gives a syntax error. So you need to know that what are the rules and regulations to define a variable, not just variable, a function, a class, or any object. So the rules and regulations to define a variable or a class or an object or a function is called as identifiers. So we need to first understand the rules, what identifier says. Okay, what identifier says, what is the identifier? Okay, you need to understand. So identifiers are, I will share you notes. This is not the proper notes. I'll share you other notes. Okay? Very proper notes. So there are 4 important points in identifiers, but everyone should know. Identifiers, it is like a one-time read. If you know, you don't need to see it again in program. What identifier says is, no keyword should be used as a variable. No keywords, whatever the keywords are existing, can be used as variables, class, functions, object, any object you want to define, etc. That means I cannot say like this. I cannot say if equal to 200. Can I say if equal to 200? If is a keyword. I cannot say while equal to 5,000. Okay. I cannot say for equal to 6,000. This is not possible. Is what first rule of identifier says. Understood, right? You cannot use any keywords as identifier. For is a keyword. Okay, for is one of the keyword. If is one of the keyword. While is one of the keyword. So you cannot use this because they have their own functionality. They cannot be used in alternate of any other words. Okay, that is what the first idea. Second thing, what it says is, key identifiers cannot be started with numbers. What it says is, identifiers cannot be started with numbers. They can either be started with alphabets or underscore. You are getting my point, right? What it says is, I cannot start any number. I cannot say 1 like this equal to 5,000. This is wrong. I can start anything. I can also add 1 1 2 2 3 3. This is not a proper standard way, but you can also use this as numbers. This is right. Numbers are coming where? Numbers are coming after your alphabets. So the starting letter should not be a number. It should not be anywhere between 0 to 9. It can be a character, it can be an alphabet, like J is alphabet. You can have numbers. It doesn't mean that you don't have numbers. You can have numbers, but that should be not the first character. It can be anywhere. Okay, it says that either you should have alphabets or you may have underscore. See, underscore something equal to is this one. This is also fine. Can you tell me, is it a right way? Is it a underscore 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 equal to 5000? Is it a correct way? Can you tell me? Just having the underscore, is it a proper variable? Can you tell me who knows the rule? Yes, it is wrong. Yes, it is wrong. I mean, that means this is not wrong. You generally, you should not give like this, because this is not a standard way of giving, but it is acceptable. Okay, it is acceptable. You see, if I say underscore underscore underscore, what is the value? It gives me 522. Got my point, right? So what it says is, you should not have the first character as the numbers. You can have anything except the numbers. Anything means it should be either a alphabet or it should be underscore. That can be any times. It may come any times. Please go on mute, no? Okay. Then third point, no special characters can be used as identifiers except underscore. Underscore, you know, right? Underscore this one. This is called underscore. So what it says is, what this rule says is, you cannot use, these are all special character. At the rate is a special character. See, after your function keys, all the keys, when you click with the shift, is called as a special character. At the rate is special character. Dollar is special character. I mean, hash is special character. Ampersand is special character. Cap is special character. Okay. Ampersand is special character. Percentage is special character. Star is a special character. All these are special characters. Okay. Exclamation is a special character. All this cannot be used in Python anywhere in the variable or function or class or anything. Okay, you can only use underscore. You can only use underscore. See, if I create any variable with at the rate, okay, somewhere in the creation, okay, it will give me error. It says that cannot assign the operator. It says that the problem is not this one. The problem is this one. It should not be. The same thing if I take and I replace with underscore. Okay, here I remove this and I replace it with underscore. Okay, this will be accepted. So only underscore is possible in Python to create as a variable. Except underscore, no special character. See, it is not giving me any error. See, if I just ask what is the value of this, it gives me answer as 522. Getting my point, right, everyone? So what it says is, you should be knowing all these things as an initial thing. Okay, this is one time read. Identifiers, no keyword should be used, can be used as variables, class, or identifiers. Identifiers cannot be starting with numbers. They can either be starting with alphabets or underscore. No special characters can be used as identifiers except the underscore. Okay, and then Python is a Python is what language? It is case sensitive. Okay, case sensitive. What does it mean? Case sensitive. You cannot interchange the case. Okay, interchange the case. What does it exactly means? Suppose I have a equal to 500. I cannot say capital A. Both are A, but this is small a and that is capital A. The only difference that I am trying to print, it gives me error, however. Okay, got it right? It says, even though it is A, but the case is small case and it is uppercase. That you cannot work. You cannot interchange any case because Python is case sensitive. Similar like other, languages. Clear, right? So you just need to understand these 4 important points, okay, whenever you come across something called you're clear, right? So this is all about identifiers. There is something called literals which you need to also understand. Literals means the rules to define. See, first step, the rules to define. What is identifier? Rules to define. I'll send you a proper notes, okay? This is not a proper notes. I'm just sharing you. I'll send you a proper notes of Durga sir notes. I'll share you the my own notes. I'll share the running notes, class notes. Okay, don't worry about this. Okay, this is only for those people. Once you paid and you share me your number in WhatsApp, I'll share in WhatsApp. Okay, please ping me. Whoever paid amount, please ping me in WhatsApp. For those people, I'll be creating a WhatsApp group. I'll share you the materials. I'll ask them to share the recorded videos. I'll ask them to share the Durga sir videos. I'll share you notes. Okay, and the link will be only shared to them who paid. And that should be completed today. By Monday, we will be starting a regular class. Yeah, so I just lost my connection. Okay, so literals means these are rules to define. Now rules to define the values. Okay, what are literals? Rules to define the values. Values to identify. That means, or you can say variables in very particular. See, can I say a something something equal to? Can I say 522? Can I say point? Can I give this one? Is it a right way? Is it a right way? This is called value, right? This is called identifier or variable. Identifier or variable. Identifier is rules actually. This is a value for it. Is it a proper value? Can you tell me? Is it accepted? See, say me. There is no mistake you say wrong. Because it is a class. You are all learning. You don't care about anyone else. This is very important. You should understand. You give me wrong answer. What is happening? What is going to happen? You just try to be active or proactive in this process. Okay, you give wrong answer, who is going to care you? Please think only about you. You came here to learn it, get complete knowledge whatever you can get. Okay, get the things done, ask doubts wherever you want. Any problem you have, you can reach to me. There is no problem. Finally, you should settle in a good place. Okay, that is what your intention and everyone's intention, even my intention. I should provide you a proper information, proper knowledge, and that secures you a good job where you can be comfortable in your life. Okay, at least as an initiation getting into a job. Okay, then you can build your career. Once you are into job, you can build your career, you can get the experience in working in companies, working in projects. Okay, and build your career. That is the way that you have to work. Okay, no mistake you give me wrong answer, no mistake you don't know things. The ultimate thing is be proactive, try to ask doubts, only think about your career, your life. Don't think of anyone else in this course or anywhere. Okay, this is very important that I give suggestion to everyone, because no one cares about us and we should not care about anyone else. Okay, so this is our life and we should take it. So if I say a j c, it gives me actually. Okay, so now let us actually understand what is this. So what your literal says is there are rules to define. So what are the four different? There are four different literals. One is numeric literals. Okay. Second is string literals. Third is special literals. Fourth is Boolean literals. Okay. How many literals we have? We have four literals. Okay, we have four literals. These are the four important literals that we had. Okay, so what is numeric literals? Numeric literal means you can add any numeric value. That means what are all the three numeric literals? What are all the numeric values you can add? You can add a integer you can add a float value, and you can also add a complex value. These three as a numeric literals you can add. That means you say you can add any length of a integer. You understood, right? In Python there is no restriction like Java. Okay, the length is not restricted in Python. In Python you can give unlimited length of integer. Any integer means any value that is existing between minus infinity, 0 and infinity is called as a integer. So this integer can be any big length in Python. There is no restriction. You got my point? Okay, don't compare with Java. Java is a different language. So we are only focusing on Python. And second thing, it says that you can also give any kind of float literal. That means float value is nothing but anything which has some, what is this, decimal value. After dot you have something, right? So it says that if I print a, it gives me to the maximum of 15 decimals. Okay, even though you give a big this thing. Okay, just a minute, I think I must write this thing. Even though you give a big length of decimal, it only takes till maximum 15 decimals. Okay, float values is accepted in Python. That's what is the float value? Any value that has a decimal point, okay, is called as a float value. That float value is accepted in Python. To what length it is accepted? It is accepted to maximum 15 length. Okay, see, I have given a very large length, right? But it is only taking till 15 max. Getting my point? I'm trying to just match it. Okay, so this is what you need to just remember. Okay, everyone. Now, complex literal. So it also says that you can able to use the complex literal. Complex literal means what? Anything. See, what we have seen, we would have understand in our lower classes that what is a complex number. Any number which is in the format of a plus b I. Okay, a is a real value and b is a complex value. Okay, we would have heard about this in our lower class. Okay, in Python also you can define a complex number. So how do you assign a complex value? You can say it is in the format of a plus b j. J can be small or capital. That means a can be any real value and b can be of any real value. Okay, it should be in the format of a plus bj, like this. If I say a equal to, suppose some variable b equal to 2 plus 3 capital J or small j is, okay. What is the type of b? The type of b is, what is the data type of b? The data type of b is complex. Can you see here the data type of a? What is the data type of a here? In my case, it is the float value. So suppose I say something like c equal to, okay, some integer. This is the integer. So what is the data type of c? The data type of c is a integer. So this is a complex value. This is a float value. So in Python you say any value which is in the format of this is called complex and it is accepted in Python. So only these three integers are accepted in, three numeric values are accepted in Python. You can define any complex value or you can define any float value, or you can define only any integer value. Except this, you cannot define anything else. See, almost everything you can define. That's what the meaning. But integer itself means it is everything almost. Float means decimals are accepted. Complex means complex defined is accepted. Okay. So next, coming to the string literals. So these are called literals, means values. Okay, this value, what values I can give is what my rule now. I'm going to discuss what kind of values I can provide. I can provide numeric values. I mean, I can provide a integer value or a float value or a complex value. These are all possible in as a numeric literals. Numeric means this three: integer, float, and complex. Now coming to the string literals. So what string literal says like this. So any variable which is in double quotes or single quotes or triple quotes is called as string literal. So I'll give any length. Okay, I'll give any length. This is in double quotes, right? So what is the type of S? Type of S is string. So I can also there the same thing. I can also say S1. Suppose some variable S1 equal to. I can give 1, 2, 3 in the identifiers, but that should not be first. Okay, that should not come first. It can come anytime. Understood, right? That's what you need to understand. See, I can have single quotes. Now I have double quotes, right? I'll have single quotes. Some variable length I'll give. Okay? If I print S1, it gives me answer. If I print S, it gives me answer. You understood, right? I'll give triple quotes now. S2 equal to 1, 2, 3 quotes. And I'll give some random, this thing. Okay? 3. If I print S2, it gives me output. You're getting my point? You can either give single quotes or double quotes or triple quotes. It understands in whatever way that is possible in Python. So double quotes and single quotes you should give when you want to define a single line string. That means if you want to assign a value in a single line to a maximum single line, then you should give double or single quotes. For triple quotes are generally used if you want to assign a multi-line string. That means if you want to assign a very large string which consists of multiple lines, then you need to go with triple quotes. Okay, this is what actually. But you can give any time. Triple quotes are naturally used for that, but it is also accepted if you write a string value within a single line. Okay, so but double quotes and single quotes will not be accepted if you give more than one line. Okay, double and single will not be accepted. Triple is only accepted if you want to define a value more than a single line. So these are called string literals. String literals means any string value I can give. In string literal, is it a correct way? If I say S3 equal to, can I say at the rate dollar? Okay, dollar. Is it correct? Tell me, is it correct? Tell me, no? No problem. Wrong answer. Who is going to pay? Okay, or right answer, whatever it is. No one is going to pay. So up to us. Okay. Yes, it is right, because we have only discussed about we have only discussed about for identifiers. For variables we should not be giving, but for values we can give anything. If it is a string literal, okay, in the string literal you can give any special characters because that is not restricted. See, this part there is no restriction. This part there is a restriction. For this value assignment of value, okay, for variables there is a restriction, but the values there is no restriction. We did not discuss about that this should not be provided. Yes, it is possible. See, if I print S3, I give that. You got my point, right? Then special literal is there. Special literal means any value that you assign with none, N-O-N-E. None means no value assigned to it. It is just like creating a variable without any value. So A means nothing you will get. See, you are not getting any output because there is no value assigned. You're getting right? None is called as a special character, special literal in Python. And Boolean literal is there. Any variable that is having capital TRUE, okay, and small capital FALSE. Okay, if I print A, it gives me true, and B, it gives me false. These two are called as Boolean literals. True and false are called Boolean literals. None is called special literal. Any string value within double or single or triple quotes is called string literals. okay, and integer, complex, and float are called numeric literals. These are the only possible values in Python, and only possible identifiers we have seen, only possible literals we have seen. Okay, literals and identifiers are one-time read in your programming. You don't need to even discuss about these things in future. Okay, I'll give you some questions tomorrow to identify a couple of whether it is possible or not. You should be telling me tomorrow. Okay, so we have seen what we have seen, how to define the variables, what are variables, how to define the variables, okay, how to define what is literals, what are identifiers. Okay, we will see about data types tomorrow. Okay, see, this is a syllabus. Our syllabus, we will be discussing about data types, all these data types, conditional statements, loops, functions, or object oriented programming, file handling, exception handling, and all stuff will be. Okay, from Monday, please complete your payment by today. Okay, from Monday we will be sharing a separate link. Okay, they'll be sharing a separate link where you don't need to log in, like enter your data, enter your day, time, and all stuff, your email ID and all stuff. You can directly log in directly. Tomorrow there is no class. Next class is on Monday. Okay, understood, right? This is what, complete it by today, otherwise you will not be getting access. We will see all this content. Okay, I'm just waiting for the batch confirmation so that I can share my notes. I can be more proactive and try to discuss whatever I can discuss, which, because it is again a restriction to me from the end. Okay, so all this we will discuss as we progress. Okay guys, thank you. Complete it today. Anytime you have any doubts, you can reach to me. Once you've done payment, again I'm sharing my number, please reach to me. Okay, once the payment is done, please reach to me, share your details. I'll add you in the WhatsApp group. Okay, once the payment is done from you, please reach to this Durga Soft online team for the contacts. I think you already had it, but if you want any doubts or any kind of concerns you have, please reach to them. Okay, 8897771179, 888-525-2627. Okay, and 720-721-2428, and 8897771190, 888. Okay, this one is the same thing which I have already. So this four numbers we have, you can just contact to any of these. Thank you. Thank you guys. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm facing so much of problem in this particular meeting. I prefer to have a direct meeting instead of joining this every day. Okay, let me talk with them. I've been trying it from last 15 minutes. Okay. Thank you guys. I'm sorry for the late, and thanks for bearing. So let me start today with the data types. Okay. So we have actually, is there anyone new for today who was not there in previous classes? You can just ping. Okay.
This is Vijay.
Okay.
Yeah, this is Suraj here. This is also new, but the class started today only, right, sir?
No, the class was there from last week. We were actually discussing Python basics. I'll just give the brief idea about what is this course about and what we are going to see for next month. Okay, and then we will understand this. So I don't think so it is a demo today, but possibly they are making it a demo. No people are joining in. So let me try to tell you what exactly we are going to see in the syllabus. So this syllabus is Python with Selenium. Python with Selenium, I mean to say, we are going to see Selenium as automation tool. So we are going to see automation testing with Selenium and using Python programming language. So the benefit of taking this course is two important benefits, I could say. So anyone who is from non-IT background or manual testing background, they can take up this course. And who wants to start their career into IT, who wants to switch into from different technologies, maybe working on Java, when they may feel it is very tough to handle, or any other technologies they were working and they want to switch to IT or switch to Python with Selenium. So for them, it is pretty much useful. So there is a huge demand for Selenium and Python in the market. I would just go through the syllabus directly without wasting much time. So we are going to see the complete syllabus. I'll tell you uh, what exactly we are going to see for next couple. So first, so what is a prerequisite to start this course? There is no prerequisite because I am going to teach Python also. For those people who was not aware of Python, because while you're automating, you should know some basic Python program, okay, in order to automate the application. You may come across the loops, you may come across multiple other logical things. For that, there should be some programming language which should be known to you. So I would prefer you to have Python programming language, so which I will be teaching you from the scratch. I will be teaching you Python program for next 7 to 10 days, which starts from today. Okay. So, and along with my Python programming language that I provide you, I'll also provide you 170 videos of Durga, which is generally the cost of 8,000 rupees when you buy it separately. But when you are part of my session and you have registered through my session, you will be getting as a free. So all these videos you can get it from Durgasoft online. And give you contacts, you can please reach out to them. So Python programming, I would discuss all the concepts starting from loops, conditions, loop functions, object-oriented programming, file handling, and exception. So after we are done with this Python, we will be discussing about Selenium concepts, which means we will discuss about the complete concepts which are required to automate a website. So we are going to automate a website. We are going to see automation testing. So which means we are going to automate any website that is available, because when you work for a company, you may be working on any domain such as e-commerce, you may work on banking, you may work on insurance, you may work in any domain. So we should be able to automate that particular application. Uh, that particular application which belongs to any domain. That means we should be able to automate any web application that is available. So in order to know that, you should be knowing all the Selenium concepts. Selenium concepts, I mean to say, Selenium provides you some methods. Selenium provides you some kind of calls. Selenium provides you some inbuilt structure which has to be known to everyone in order to automate a website. Okay. So by the end of this Selenium concepts topic, I would give you guarantee that everyone, if you practice every day my class, you will be able to automate any website that is available. Okay. Then coming to frameworks. So when you're going for any interview, you will be asked to tell about the framework that you have worked. Okay. So I'm just saying this is for like a first class. Okay, because a couple of people are new for today, so I would just give you some basic overview. We have already been discussing from last 1 week. Last 1 week is been wasted almost for the same thing. I don't want to go very deep into the terms. I want to start with Python. Okay. Yeah. Everything I would you can please reach to for fee structure and all. You can please reach to Durgasoft online. I'll give you the contact. So after we are done with Selenium concept, we'll see the approach and framework, which means we will be discussing about 4 frameworks: unit test, PyTest, BDD framework, and page object model is not a framework, it is a design pattern, data driven framework. So 4 frameworks we'll see and 2 projects we are going to see as part of this course, which means end to end. That means 2 projects end to end we'll be seeing, and all the framework explanation will be given to you. So BDD and PyTest are being given complete. And on top of it, we'll also see Git and Jenkins. Then we will see API testing, which is all our additional course. Only Selenium and frameworks are as part of our syllabus. Teaching Python, teaching API testing, manual testing, all these are part of extra additional course to this course. So we will also see API testing manual and API testing automation. Then we will see about agile methodology. We will see Jira, complete Jira understanding. Then we'll also see manual testing, complete manual testing concepts we will be seeing. I mean to say, in manual testing, there is so much that we include as part of manual testing. We'll see manual testing, we'll see automation testing, we'll see API testing. Okay, we'll also see frameworks, we'll see projects. So this is a complete flow that we will be seeing, which is very standard to you. You can just verify anyway. This is a solid syllabus that we can provide. On top of it, what I can provide you, I would be providing you a resume. I will be providing you 100 plus HR contacts, which helps you to, cater your, career. That means you can able to connect with them. You can ask for any references. I mean, ask for any job openings. They will schedule the interviews. You can able to crack the exams. So you can apply for 2.5 years of experience after this course is completed. I'll give you important interview questions. Okay, the class will be around 40-45 working days. Weekends there are no class. I'll create a WhatsApp group. Today I'll create a WhatsApp group for those people who paid. Okay, doubts, please share your number to me. I have already received the people who have paid the amount, so I'll just share my number to you. Only those people. A couple of people have messaged me. I would request other people to also message me. I'll add them to group. Today I'll create it. Okay, this is what my WhatsApp number. You can please contact this number once you paid the amount. I'll create a WhatsApp group and we'll have a discussion on that. Recorded videos will be provided to you everyday basis. If you miss any class, you don't need to worry. You can get the recorded video. You can claim a direct experience of 2 to 2.5 years. See, more than that is not possible for any trainer. Any trainer who teaches you class doesn't, makes you an experience more than 3 years. Okay, that is not true. The true is only 0 to 2 years.
Can you
Yeah.
please show your number
What?
again? Your
Show
number
my
to message.
number.
Number, mobile number.
9121. Yeah, I'll say 9121
1
443
second.
446. 9121
443.
443 44 and 446. Yeah, it is again like a demo class, I feel so today. I don't know why this is being dead. You can please reach to this numbers now for the fees payment and all stuff. For all registration, you can please reach to Durga Software team. 8897711799 is one number. 888-525-2627 is one number. You can please reach to this 4 numbers. Okay, from the Durga Soft team. And once you do payment, once you do all the activities, you can reach to them for recorded videos. You can reach to them for 170 Durga Sar videos. Okay, you can reach to them for any kind of technical doubts or technical issues that you face when you're joining an application. So understood, right? This is what they provide. Fine. So let me just switch to that's okay. A lot of people are messaging me. That's so you can do this way. I'm going to start my class. So we are going to see everything here. We are seeing Python basics. We are seeing the Selenium concepts, frameworks, 4 frameworks, 2 projects, Git Jenkins, API manual, API automation, manual testing, Jira. So everything we are going to see as part of our project. Okay. I hope you are clear, right, everyone? So now let me start with the basics of Python. We have already seen. I'll share you a complete notes. Don't worry. This is, see, what is your prerequisite to start this course? There is nothing. You can directly start this course without any knowledge of Python, because I'm going to teach Python from the scratch. So you don't need to have any knowledge before you join this course is what. Okay. Let me start with Python basics. So last time I was actually telling you, you can please go through my recorded video. Only 1 day class is completed. You can just go through the recorded video which I have provided. Okay. Only 1 day class is completed. So how to install Python, how to see all these things is what I told. So that also you can reach to this. Yeah, you can reach to this thing. Anything you can reach to this Microsoft online thing. Any kind of, you can call, you can take a screenshot, or you can just note this numbers. I'll keep the screen for 1 minute, 1 or 2 minutes. You can just note these numbers, or you can take a screenshot or keep it with them. For any technical doubts or any kind of need, you can please reach to them. Okay? Fine.
Yes,
Let
sure.
me come back again to my. Only one class is completed. We'll be providing you all the data. So now, what exactly we have seen is we have seen how to install Python, okay, and then how to what are the different types of variable assignments we have seen, what are literals we have seen, what are identifiers we have seen. Okay, so we have 4 types of identifiers that we have. Sorry, literals we have Boolean literal, special literal, numeric literal, and string literals. And coming to the identifiers are those rules to define the variables, classes, objects, functions, etc. Okay, so we have a rule for identifiers as well. So no special characters should be. Okay, you can please reach to them, no, for anything that you have doubts. If you are not getting any videos and all, you can call to them. Okay, you can call to them and you can reach to them. They will be sending. If they are not sending, let me know. That's okay. So what I am trying to say is literals and identifiers are one-time read. Okay, you need to know some basics of what is literal, what is identifier. Literals are those which are rules to define the values. Identifiers are those which are rules to define the variables. So we have 4 important part of identifiers. So what identifiers means that we have seen yesterday. Okay, I'll just go through it again. So what identifier says is you need to have a couple of things. What are those? No keywords can be created as identifiers. No special characters except underscore can be created. Okay, no. Python is a case sensitive language. We cannot switch the different cases. This is 3rd point. And 4th point, number should not come as an initial character in defining a variable. Okay, it can be a character, it can be alphabet or underscore. That means I was already telling you, right? This is the default IDE of Python. We are seeing basics today. Okay, clear, right, everyone? We are not seeing anything very specific to that. We are seeing basics today. I'll complete this in next 7 to 10 days. As soon as I complete it, I'll start with new things. So we are seeing very basic of Python today again, and we will try to complete this as soon as possible because these are all very basic concepts. We'll try to complete all these basic concepts today. So now what I would say is we'll see about data types in Python. Okay? And I'm sure that you will learn new things today. Okay, you may be knowing data types. All of people who was already aware of Python, but I'm sure that you will be learning new things. Even in data types, what you have already learned, I'll be teaching. So those people who newly joined, this is our syllabus of Python and Selenium. We are going to see with Python basics now, and then we'll also see Selenium concepts, frameworks, 4 frameworks, 2 projects, Git Jenkins, API manual, API automation, interview questions, HR contacts, agile methodology, manual testing. Okay, I'll create a WhatsApp group, recorded videos, everything will be provided to you. Okay, from our team. So now coming back, we will see about data types. So what are the important data types that we have in Python? So the important data type that we have in Python is number data type, string data type, list data type, tuple data type, set data type, and dictionary. So we have other data types also, but out of which 6 important data types which we do on a regular basis. That means this data type will be useful to us on regular basis. Wherever you write any kind of program, you should be able to utilize this data types at any point of your process. So what is generally a data type? Data type is nothing but a data that is assigned to a particular variable. Okay? The type of data that is assigned. The type of data means what kind of data that we are trying to store for a variable, assigned to a variable, which performs activities or which performs operations. Okay, so you should be in Python, whenever anyone says the data type, you should be knowing 2 important things. One is very simple. One is you should be knowing what methods are there in the data type, and other things what operations a method can do. This is what very important for everyone who are learning Python. So unlike like other languages, whenever I say Python, in Python you should be knowing about what are all data types existing, and in each data type what are the methods existing, okay, and what methods will do. That means what operations the method will do. So if I see string, how many methods are there? What string methods will be performed? Okay, list, what are the different methods? What list operations can be performed? Okay, like that. Tuple, what are the methods? What tuple operations can be performed? Set, what methods? What operations? So you need to know what is the data type, use of the data type, when that can be used, what are the different methods of data types, and what operation the data type. These four important things should be known to every one of us. Okay, these are the basic building blocks for creating any programming language, such as if you see Java has their own data types. Python has, okay, 6 important data types. You need to know every data type and method that is involved in every data. This is a default learning for everyone of us. Okay, this is a basic thing that everyone should. Okay, let me start with each and every data type. First step is like number data. Okay. Number data type. So number data type means what? Generally, number data type means, I'll just create a. So what is a number data type? Number data type is nothing but 3. Okay, what is the 3? Integer, okay, complex, and float. These 3 are called number data types. Okay, integer data type, complex data type, float data type, collectively called as number data type. Okay, what is an integer data type? Any data type which has an unlimited length of integer. Integer means anything that lies between -infinity and infinity. So you can give any length of integer in Python. Unlike like other languages in Java, there is no restriction of giving a length in Python. You can give a unlimited length of integer in Python. In Python does not restrict you to create a length of integer. It can be any length. Okay, that is what you need to remember. And second thing, complex. Anything you already know, right? We have already seen in our literals. So it is just like a repetition of it. So what do you mean by complex data type? Complex data type in Python, which is in the format of a plus ib, okay, which is in the format of a plus bj, okay, bj. J can be small or capital. That means you can create any number, suppose 3 plus 5j. So here 3 is called real part and 5 is called imaginary part. So this particular is a complex number. Okay, as part of your Python understanding, this is a complex number. So this can be also created as part of your number data. What are all you can create in Python? What are the different data types as part of number data type you can create? You can create any integer. You can create complex number like this, or you can create any float value which can be in a range of, I mean, suppose if you give a large complex value, a large float value. Integer can be any length, as you already told you, it can be any length. So here it will only take till 15 decimals. So till 15 decimals it will take, and other will be ignored. Understood, right? Others will be ignored. Okay. So till 15 only it will take. So point till 15 decimals it will take. That is a maximum length that will be accepted. So all these three are called as number data type. So there is nothing much to learn in number data type, because we know how to create an integer, we know how to create a complex number, we know how to create a float. But the difference, the thing that we need to learn in number data type is the conversion, the type conversions. Type conversion means, suppose I have a variable which is some 250. Okay, I want to convert it to float. How do I convert it? I'll create one more variable which I'll say float of a. And if I print b, what do I get? I'll get float of a means I'm converting a to a float variable. That is what I'm doing. So that means this is 250. What is the float representation of 250? 250.0. You're getting my point, right? So if I try to do that, okay, if I have a equal to 250, and if I want to convert into b, I'll create a variable. I'll say like this: variable equal to float of e. And if I print that variable, I'll get 250.0. 250.0 is nothing but it's a float representation of integer variable. That means you can able to convert from an integer to float by like this. Okay, suppose I have a variable c equal to 25.36. I want to convert it into integer variable. How do I convert? Some variable equal to d equal to, okay, int of what should I say? Int of b.
C.
So int of c. Yeah. So if I print d, I'll get 25 because this 0.36 is removed. 0.36 is not part of your integer. Integer will only be a perfect value. Okay, it can't be having any decimal values. So 25 is the integer representation of u. So you're converting from float to integer. Here you're converting from integer to float. So can I convert to a complex number? Is a challenge. Suppose I have a variable. See, if I say a equal to 263. So what is the meaning of a? Again, please remember this is very important in Python. I already take a equal to 250. Now again I am saying a equal to 263, which is considered. So this is considered. The latest assignment of that value is the value. So it will be automatically removed. The previous value that I have assigned for that particular variable will be removed by garbage value collector. Unused variables will be removed by default in Python. Okay. So what happens here is it will not create a new object. So it will not replace that particular object. It will create a new object and assign the value to it. Suppose if you see a equal to 250. So a is nothing but a variable. What is a variable? Variable is nothing but a space within your memory. So that space is allocating a value called 250. That is what in reality. So now what happens? Again you say a equal to 263. It will not just replace the same place. It will create a new place. Okay, it will take a new variable. That means it will create a new memory space. In that a value called 263 is stored. So that a is 250, which is there, right? Okay, that will be automatically removed. That space will be automatically removed. Got my point, right? That means it will be empty. It will be made empty. So here what you need to understand is in Python the variable replacement is not happening. Variable creation, a new object creation is happening. That's what you need to understand. Okay, you're getting right. A new object will be created instead of just replacing the value on a same particular variable. It creates a new object. So here you forget about the same value, same variable with different value. So take the latest value. Whatever the latest value for that variable is the latest. So now a equal to 263. I want to convert it to complex. How do I convert it? So some variable b equal to, again b is a new variable now. So I'm using the same variables again and again. That means the old variables will be removed. So just consider the latest one. Complex of a. That means I'm going to convert an integer into complex. So if I print b, I'll get like this: 263 plus 0j. You're getting my point. 0j means there is no complex value in my assignment. Okay. But what thing that is happening is it will be considering as a 0 complex value. That means 0 imaginary part. However, I don't have any imaginary part. Okay, it is considering as 0j. But the same thing, if I have a complex value, c equal to 2 plus 3j, this is a complex value. Okay, small j or capital J, there is no problem. Okay, it can be a small j or capital J, don't get confused. Anything is fine. Okay, if I convert the c into integer, that means c is a complex value and I want to convert to integer. Is it possible? Can you tell me? See, I'm converting a integer. This is the integer I'm converting to complex, and now b becomes a complex value. Okay. Similarly, I'm having a complex value and I'm going to convert into integer. Is it possible to convert to integer? Please tell me. If it is wrong also, no problem. You can just message. If you can't speak. If you can speak, you can speak. Anything is fine.
Yes, we can convert.
Yes, sir.
Any other answers? Please go on mute. No, that's fine. Everyone who is there, you can please go on mute. I think Rajshekar, you can please go on mute. No? If you're speaking, that's fine. I have to mute otherwise. Okay, it's disturbing my class. Okay. Tell me, anyone else? Yeah, so people say yes, no,
We
no, yes.
we can't
Okay.
convert.
Yeah, see, the answer is we can't convert. And why? Because it's a simple logic. There is nothing complex here. I have 2 plus 3j. Where I will fit in 2 plus 3j in an integer? Integer is something that is a standard value, which can lie between minus infinity to infinity. So how can I move? I can create a variable like this from this variable. See, I am creating this variable because this variable from this variable. Because I don't have any value, I'm just adding plus 0j here after 22 section. But here, how do I fit this one? I can't do it. So it says me can't convert complex to integer. It's a type error, type casting error. You can't cast a value from complex to integer. Even the same thing for float also. See, the basic conversion that are possible to int to float is possible, float to int is possible, int to complex is possible, float to complex is also possible. Okay, but complex to int is not possible, complex to float is also not possible. These are basic type conversions within the number data type. Okay, complex to any other different in data type is not possible. See, integer is a separate data type, float is a separate data type, complex is a separate data. All these three collectively called as number data type. Okay, so you can say number data type, that itself means all these three which will come. Or you can separately say integer data type or float data type. That's it. Okay, so what I am trying to say is conversion from complex to integer or float is not possible. The other way is possible. Okay, so this is what maximum you should be knowing as part of integer variable. I mean number data type. So next important data type is float data. Sorry, string data type. So what are the different data types? I already told you. Different data types in Python are number data type, which means I'm just adding here number data type, which means integer, float, and complex. Okay. Next, coming to string data. So what is a string data? You should be knowing very important. String is one of the important data type that you should be knowing. Okay, as part of Python, and there are so many interview questions they would be asking on string data. Okay. There are so many questions they would be asking as part of string data. So I already told you any data type in Python, okay, you should be knowing the methods and operations. Other languages it is not mandate. Why in Python? Because Python has so many inbuilt methods. Okay, Python has so many inbuilt methods as part of particular data type or as part of particular module or as part of particular package. There are so many inbuilt methods which are already existing. You just need to utilize them. Okay, so first let's see about string data. So the first topic of string data type is slicing. So I'll not go very deep into it. It's a very basic thing. Okay, I'll just give you some basic idea about slicing. I'll complete it here. So today we will see about till list data type, and we'll close it for today, and then I'll share you notes. Okay, I'll show you 3 different notes. I'll share you. This is just for understanding, and I'll share you notes on everyday basis. Notes will be shared. So now
Sir,
let's
sorry.
understand. Yeah, please.
Yeah. Sir, what about the installation?
Oh, that's what I'm trying to tell you. The installation is already done. I've already shown in the previous class. Only one class has happened. Okay.
Okay.
So you want me to?
No, if recorded videos are there, we can refer
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
Okay.
Recorded videos are
Okay.
already available. You can please refer. So now let's understand about string data. So the first important thing in string data type that we need to understand is string data type will be represented with single quote, double quote, or triple quotes. So that means I can define any variable. Suppose if I want to define Python, okay, this is a single quote representation. If I print yes, I'll get Python. So I can also define with double quotes like this. Like this is also fine. PYTHON. Okay, if I print yes, I'll get this. See, it will give you single quote as an output, that's okay. Double quote as output, that's okay. Triple quote as output, that's okay. All these things are fine in Python. Okay, you understood, right? Again, I'll take triple quotes PYTHON, and if I print yes, I get the same output. So I get the same output in all the 3 instances. That means in Python, you can either define a variable with single quote, double quote, and triple quote. Generally, single and double quote are used to define for a single line assignment. That means if you want to assign a variable, a value within a single line, you will go with single or double. If you want to create a multiple line string, something like this. So I want to define a string, okay, which is very large, okay, like this. Okay, I'll go with triple quotes. You understood, right? With multiple lines. Now if I print s, I'll get like this. This slash n means next line. So if you want to go with more lines of assignment of a particular variable, then go with double quotes. Normally we can go with single or double. Anything is fine, anything is accepted in Python. Whoever paid fees, please. Is my voice cracking for every breaking? Hello, is my voice breaking?
No. No, sir, it's audible.
No, sir.
Yeah.
But
If
there
it
is
is,
some cracking sound inside the voice.
okay, if it is for everyone, let me know. And if it is only for some people, please rejoin the class. I think maybe due to that it is happening. So please take my number again. I'm just telling everyone. So now, what is meant by slicing in Python? Slicing means generally, in a general concept of understanding, slice means it's a division. Okay, I see I get a piece of, I get a slice of something. Slice means it's a piece. So how do you convert a string into pieces? Is what? How do you slice a string? So what we are going to see, how do you slice a string? Suppose I have a string like this. Okay, Python, or welcome to Python, or I'll say welcome to Python class is a string. Or for easy understanding, I have Durga sub. Okay, is what my string now. So the latest assignment is Durga sub, so this will be removed automatically. So the S value, now the S value is only Durga sub. See, I have created this many S values. All this will be automatically removed. Okay, the latest S value is only retained. That means the S value is not Durga sub. So that's why you can create same values or different values to the same variables. In Python, that is possible because automatically the other unused values are removed. They will be removed from Python. This is called garbage value collection in Python. Okay. So now, how do you slice it? Slicing means how do you make into pieces? So how Python says, for freshers it is very new understanding. For people who already know, that's well and good. You'll be already knowing all these concepts. Okay? So we will close this Python in a very soon time. Now what it says is the index will start from 0. So D, if you want to get D out of it, you need to say S of 0. S of 0 means 0th index of S. So the index will start from 0. So this D is 0th index. S of 0 means D. Then U means what? S of 1. Okay. See, this is S of 0, S of 1, S of 2 is R, S of 3 is G, S of 4 is A, S of 5 is S, S of 6 is O, S of 7 is F, and S of 8 is T. So how many you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 characters are there and indexes will be 8. Indexes will be 8, but the characters are 9. What about the last index? Why it is not starting from 1? Because the last starting will be space. For any string that you assign, the last index will be reserved for a space. Because if I want to go for next line, I should be entering in after the next line. So in Python, what they decided, let's start the index from 0. Let's not start it from 1. Let's keep it from 0. So let's defaultly assign the last index for the space. Understood, right? This is what they decided. So always the index will start from 0. So if I want to print any value, suppose S of 3, can you tell me what is the value of S of 3?
G.
It is G. G, right?
Yes.
Yes, it is G. Okay. So if I say S of, suppose S of 9, there is nothing called S of 9. What it will give me? It will give me empty string. Okay. It will give me
Index error.
index out of error because I'm going to retrieve a value which is outside my index, because till 8 only I have. S of 8 is t, right? S of 8 is t. Okay. After S of 8, I have something called S of 9, which is not existing. So it gives me an error saying that index error, string index out of range. That means after t there is no element. I cannot get any element. I'm going to get an element after t, but there is nothing. So it gives me error. Understood, right? So that is one important thing that everyone should understand. And in Python, there is one more thing. You can also retrieve the data from the back. Okay, but reading is not possible, but you can retrieve the data from back. That means S of t is nothing but S of minus 1. S of minus 1, sorry, d of minus 1, or sorry, if you want to get t, you can also say S of minus 1. Or you can also say, okay, comma, S of 8. It can be S of 8 in a state bag, or it can be also S of minus 1. You're getting my point? So I'll write it here, DUR. R means it is S of 2. G, okay, which is S of 3. Okay, A, S of 4. S of 5. O, S of 6. F, S of 7. T, okay, which is S of 8. This is one way of retrieving, and also the same variables you can retrieve from back. You can also say S of 8 and S of minus 1. The same t, if you say S of minus 1, okay, you will get t. You understood, right? From the back you get t. The other one, what you can say, S of minus 2. See, from the back it will be minus 1 minus 2, not 0. Okay, S of minus 3. You're getting my point, everyone. S of minus 4. Okay, S of minus 5. S of minus 6. Okay, S of minus 7. S of minus 8. And S of minus 9. What is S of minus 9 or S of 0? Both means the same. If I say S of minus 9, it gives me what? It gives me D. Got it, right? So you can able to retrieve the values from the oh god, it says that connection is lost. Okay, that's okay. You understood, right? So now you can also slice it, okay, as part of particular indexes. If I say S of 1 to 5, what do you mean by that? That means, please remember here, 1 to 5 means it will start from 1 and it will be ending at 4. 1 to 5 means, what is 1 to 5? This is 1, right? So 1 to 5 means it should be generally like this. Till here it should be, right? 1 to 5 means it should be like this. Okay, this is what actually 1 to 5 is, right? But here I already told you the last index is reserved for space, so it will only consider 1 to 4. So the last index will be minus 1 to the last index. So it will only print you URGA. What it will print you? URGA. You got my point? S of 1 is taken, 2 is taken, 3 is taken, 4 is taken, but 5 is not taken. Okay, if I say S of 1 to 100, there is nothing 100, but it will only take, it will not give you error because we are not retrieving 100th index. What we are doing is we are trying to get all the elements which are part of 0 and 100. We are giving the extreme ranges in source starting and source end. So here you will not get error. You will get error only when you are retrieving that particular value. But here I am not retrieving. I am saying give me the values which are existing from 0 to 100. Okay, so I get only URA because S of 0 I am not getting. So if I would have given f of 0 to 100, then it will give me the complete string. Because the first index is 0, right? Please go on mute now. Sorry, please go on mute. Who is with Suraj? Because it will be a disturbance for him. You got my point, right? What is S of okay 3 to 6? 3 to 6 means 3 to 5 only. So which is GAS. You understood, right? GAS. This is third index, fourth index, fifth index. Sixth will not be considered. So what is S of okay this one? I'm not given anything here. What is the meaning of it? If you don't give anything, that itself means that you are taking from the starting. Okay, that means it will consider as a 0th index. 0 to 4, not 5. 0 to 4 means what? 0, 1,
Durga.
2, 3, 4. Durga. Okay, similarly, if I say S of null, both I don't give anything. What do you mean by this? This means
Durga.
it's taking from 0 to end, 0 to the last. Okay, then can I read it from the back? -1 to -6. Is it possible?
Yes, possible.
Okay, how many people say it's possible? No problem if it is wrong. Who is going to care? No one is going to care. Right? It's all life. Just say wrong answers also. So the answer is actually not possible. And why it is not possible? Reading a string from the back is not possible. You will get an empty string here. Generally, as per you, it should be TSOF, something like -1, right? Okay, but it is not. It is only possible in one way. You can only read from -6 to -1. So only one way reading. That means only this way reading is possible, not the other way reading. Okay. So now this is possible. Okay. So you should be see don't I mean yeah Suraj, you can go on mute. Okay, that's fine. Whenever you need, you speak. The point is like I am getting disturbed. So everyone please go on mute. That's fine. Thank you. So now what is this? Mine if I say 2. So I may have 3 indexes like this. 3 indexes means this is called as a skipping element. So what do you remember skipping element? Skipping element means I am going to skip a single element. What I'm going to do? I'm going to skip a single element. Okay, after everything. That means D will be taken, U will be. 2 means only 1. If I say 2, it means 1. If I say 3, it means 2. If I say 4, it means, if I say 1, it means 0. Okay, if I say 2, it means 1. 1 means one element will be skipped. D it will take, U will be skipped, R it will take, G will be skipped, A it will take, S will be skipped. Like that, it will skip single element, D, R, A, O, T will be considered. You understood, right? If I say S of starting till ending 3, that means it will skip 2 elements. If I say S of okay 1, that means it will skip 0 elements. If I say S of -1, that means it will skip 0 elements, but it will read from the back. If you want to read anything from the back, you can read like this. So how to reverse a string in Python? A simple way. If anyone asks you a question without using any reverse method or any other method, reverse a string in Python. Okay, string in Python. How do you write it? You say, suppose a string like this, Durga of A of, take the starting, take the ending, and give -1. That's all. Okay, reverse a string in Python. How can you do it? You can do it this way. Understood, right? -1 means, see, 1 means not skipping any element. -1 is not skipping any element, but reading from the back. You don't want to skip any element, but you want to read it from the back. So you do -1. 1 means not skipping element, but reading from the front. I want to read from the back, or I want to reverse the string. So you should be giving -1. So now you should also understand. See, do the payment by today, because I am getting every day not confirming get the batch from because of online team. Because of that, what is happening to me is I'm unable to start the regular classes couple of times. Okay, I mean now I'm unable to start. This is a regular class, however, for next 2-3 days, I want to get the batch confirmed. I can create WhatsApp group only then. Please do the payments paying pending by today, and so that we will try to close it as soon as possible. So now let us understand something called methods. Very important thing in Python, whenever you're seeing any kind of data type, is methods. So what are all the methods in Python string? I need to know. I list all the methods here, and every method and use of that method should be known to you. Okay, in Python works in that fashion only. Python works with inbuilt methods only. The whole Python programming language work with the inbuilt structure. You don't need to create anything from the scratch. That's why Python is easy. Why Python is easy compared to other languages? You're not creating something new. You're not creating something from the scratch. You're just utilizing which is already existing. So you need to know what are all existing, what are all methods there. Then you can use it. So I'll give you some important methods in string, and all these methods should be known to every one of us. Okay. So I'll just copy. I'll tell you one method. Okay. So all these methods should be known to everyone. Okay, I will tell you one method now, and we'll close it off today. Okay, after these methods are being complete. Okay, is that fine? So we will see one method over. You want to speak? Anyone wants to speak? Any doubts? No. Okay, whoever paid amount, please, again I'm saying, send your screenshot if you have paid any amount to me, and tell your name, what when you have paid amount and all. Share me the screenshot if you already done. Okay, I'll add you to the group. Today I'll create it. Okay, so now let's understand about the methods in string. These are all string methods. What methods is? String methods. Okay, so what is a method called capitalize? There is a method called capitalize. How do you take it? You take in this way. I have a string like this. Suppose I have a string called Python. Okay, this is small letters. So I want to convert this into a dot capitalize. Okay, this is a method. A is nothing but a string. String dot capitalize. What is the use of this capitalize method is? This will capitalize only the first. Okay, only the first. I'll create a group today. Only the first. Okay, character will be capitalized. Capitalize means it is not capitalizing whole string. It is only capitalizing the first element of the string or first character. So P is capitalized. Okay. So if suppose I already have P capitalized. Okay, suppose I have a string like this. So now what it will do? I'm sorry, because I should not give single and double quote separately. Suppose I have B. Okay, which is like this. Okay, already here P is capitalized. So if I say B dot capitalize, what it is going to do? It is not going to do anything, because the task of it is to capitalize the first element. If already first element is capital letter, it will not perform anything. It will just give you. Okay, it will just make other things normal. You understood my point? Only it will capitalize the first. It is if first one is already capitalized, you will just put it like. Okay. So this is meant by capitalize. Then we have something called. Okay, I will see. Now we will not see any programs. I'll give you. Don't worry. I'll give you so many programs. What you should prepare. What questions will be asked in interview. How they will ask in interview. How to solve it. How the interview process will go. Everything. Don't worry about it. We are seeing basics only. Now it is like again very basic classes. Okay. So Just understand. So now A dot is upper. In Python, anything with is called as true or false. That means it gives you output as true or false. Anything that starts with is upper means what I'm going to do is I'm going to check whether this particular string is uppercase or not. Okay, which string this B? Sorry, A is this one. Is A is uppercase? Uppercase means every character should be uppercase. Only then it will give you true if it is uppercase. Now it will give you false because this is a small characters, right? All are small characters. Say A dot is lower. Is lower will give you true when every character is lower character. Yes. You see, it is everything lower characters, right? Even one is capital, it will not give you true. So what is upper is lower will check. Every character in your string is lowercase or every character in your string is uppercase. Okay, capitalize will make the first element capitalize, the first character capitalize. Okay, A dot upper. A dot upper means it will make your string uppercase. See, your Python is this one, right? What is A? A is nothing but this one. Just let me print it. A is small cap. If I say A dot upper, it makes the whole string capitalize. A dot lower, it will make the whole string lowercase. Because it is already lowercase, so it will not do any modification. Okay, so then these are all important. Okay, like index. A dot index of, it is a string, right? You should always give in quotations. Oh, what is the meaning of this? What I am trying to do, I am trying to get what is the index of. I know the index is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. The index of O is 4. A of 4 will give me A of 0 because I know the slicing. But I am asking now to the string that what is the index of O? So it gives me 4. 4 is the index. A of 4, that means fourth index. Where is that O existing? Existing is existing. O is existing in fourth index. So if you want to retrieve an index of a particular substring, this is a substring. String means whole thing. Substring means any part of it is called as substring. So you can able to get it. A dot, okay, count. Okay, count of P. How many times P is repeated? Only one time. Suppose think that I have a string now. Okay, let me take a string. I'll write like this. I'll repeat so many characters and all. Okay. Now I want to know the count. I'll say A is dot count of G. How many times G is repeated? See, I already told you single or double quotes I can give, no problem. Anything means the same, it will consider. So 10 times G is repeated in this. How many times G is repeated? If you want, you can count. It gives me the count. The number of times substring is repeated in your string will give you the count of. Okay. Okay. Suppose you have multiple indexes. You may ask me if I say A is dot index of, okay, F. F. What is the index of F? You may ask me F came multiple times here. So what index it will take? It will take default is the first index. Okay. When it encountered the S for F for the first time, that particular index only it will give. It will not give you this F index. Okay. The first time whenever that particular variable is encountered or substring is encountered, that variable index only it will retrieve. So it will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again it is 4. Even though it comes multiple times, it will only give the first time. Okay. Then count split join is there, alpha digit num. So just want to know the length of S. How many times, what is the length of my S? How big it is? The length will be always starting from 1. Okay. So how many times, what is the length of this particular string? It gives me as 52. If you can check it, 52 times. It will not start from 0. It starts from 1. 52 characters are there in this particular string. You can also count if you want. So I'm just trying to tell you, length will give you the length of this. So we have something called is alpha, is al num. Can we see tomorrow? Or you want me to say complete it today? A lot of people are even, it becomes more, what do you say?
No issues.
Hmm?
No issues, sir. We can continue tomorrow.
We can continue tomorrow.
Yes,
Is
sir.
there is space in a string? If there is a space in the string, okay, space is also counted. Nice question. So count is space is also counted. Very important. See, if I say a equal to hello everyone, okay, how are you? I'm just trying. So what is this counted? H is 0th index, 1, 2, 3, 4. Space is 5th index. What is the space? 5th index. If you have two spaces, it will say 5th and 6th index. Okay, then 6th index, 7th index. Like space is also counted. So what is the A of 5? A of 5 is nothing but space. You got my point? And by that you can able to do your own. You got my point, right, everyone? Space is also counted as an index. So one space, one index. Two spaces, two index. That depends on how much space you want to give, and everything will be also taken. So we will try to continue all these methods, and tomorrow there are so many things. We'll also see tuple till tuple data type will complete it. So we have functions one day. I'll give you a random schedule. Oh my God, now it is very priority for my life also. Right? I will tell you there are so many things which are typing. That's okay. So that's not a effect for our process. So we have to see data types. Okay, we'll see for 2 days and close it off. Which also includes loops and conditional statements. Okay, which will be for 1 day. We have functions for 1 day, hoops for 2 days, 2 to 3 days. Then exception handling, okay, file, okay, we will see for 1 day, we close it off. Okay, so which means 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days, okay, from now. I mean, 1 day of data types is already done. Introduction, I already took so many days actually. The reason because it was a demo class and now it is again considered. So this is what expectation is. It may go here and there, okay, as per our. So we will see data types for 2 days, loops, conditional statements for 1 day, and I'll give you 100 plus interview questions, okay, 100 plus programs, which are very, very important, okay, for interview. This is enough, more than enough for getting any interview. Okay. Mock interview questions should be conducted from institute perspective. Okay. CACD Jenkins, not Maven. Maven is not part of Python. Jenkins is a CACD pipeline. Okay. Maven is like a dependencies, build dependencies. So we have a different thing in Python. PyBuilder is something that we have, and Jenkins is what we will see. Regular expressions. Okay, regular expressions also we will consider for some time. Not completely, we'll see. See, this is like extra course I'm giving, you know. Our course is Selenium. Okay, we are not teaching Python. Python is like a separate course. I'm teaching Python everything. Okay, so we'll have Selenium, which will take this. This is what I am going to see. Next 10 days, complete 10 days, Selenium concepts will be discussed. Then we'll have frameworks. Okay, a lot of people want so fast track batch also. That's also will framework. We have 4 frameworks. Okay, which include 2 days. That means 8 days, 3 days. 12 days will be done. 2 projects which will be around 4 days, which will be around 3 days, 6 days. See, because once you know frameworks, it will be very easy to understand projects. Then we will have Git Jenkins, manual testing, okay, manual testing, Jira, okay, Git Jenkins. All this will take maybe 5 days, 5 to 6 days. Projects will take more time. 8, this maybe also take 8 days. Okay, this is 20, 30. This will not take much time. And then we will see some extra topics which will, for API testing is like manual and automation, which will be again for 5 days. So on average, you can also take it 6. Average 6, 6, 12 plus 5, 17, 17 plus 10, 27, 27 plus 12, 39, which may take 40, and then this 10 days. Not 10 days, this yeah, it becomes 10 days. 50 days. Okay, 50 working days is what considered, but we will try to see it as okay. 40 to 45 days is what it's not 50 days. I should complete it before that. I don't see 12 days here. 10 is not. 4 frameworks is very simple. 10. Then projects maybe 5 days. We'll take it. It should not be more than 5 days. So it will be 10, 20, 30, 35, and then 10, 45 days. Which I said 45 working days. Okay. So this is the plan. Let's see here and there based on the availabilities, because this is the proper way that we can plan. Okay. So today is also wasted here. So see, I cannot start class and share you notes. Once I start a regular class and share the note, then I'll go with very flow. Okay. The point is, like, I know that people are fresh, new, and they were not knowing it. So I'm teaching slowly. I'll teach everything to the understandable level, but so slowly and see, clear, right, everyone? Whatever we are seeing, the Python itself is taking so much time. Let's try to close it out. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days it's taking. And I'll share you HR contacts. Okay, 100 plus HR contacts. HR's, okay, HR's number, direct HR concept from company. Okay, I'll share you important interview questions, programs, Selenium programs, everyday notes. Okay, once the batch is confirmed, materials, whatever needed, videos, not from my end, from the Durga soft team. They'll share you Google Drive. Okay, they'll share you Google Drive and they'll share, upload the videos every day. You should get in touch with them only. Payment and all, you should talk with them. Okay, if they are not doing it, tell me. I'll send it. Okay, I'll talk with them. Okay, it's a very clear. Every day WhatsApp group is created. You don't need to wait for me for next day. Just put the doubt what you find in that group, and people who knows it, they can answer, or I can answer. Okay, so it's like a everyday discussion if you find any. So the group will be created for having a daily connectivity between you and us. Any updates, I'll share you there. Okay, so what now? Everything we are trying to include as part. It's a very solid and clear syllabus that we are going to see. There is a plan is clear and we know how to execute it. So let's do it. And everything I'll tell you so clearly, so like a layman basic. Okay, even it is very tough to understand, but I'll make it more easy to you to understand. So we will make it more easy for us. Clear, right, everyone? So once we discuss 15 days, we are going to discuss only for project and frameworks, and that will be more than enough. And 10 days Selenium, which means we are going to see complete process. Git, Jenkins, Jira, All these things will be clear. API testing is also clear. We'll see both API manual, Postman we'll see for 2 days. Okay, manual API testing using Postman. Postman completely we'll see, and also only on Postman there are so many jobs. You can apply for so many other things. You can apply for a manual tester. You can apply for API tester. You can apply for API automation tester. You can apply for automation Selenium automation tester. You can apply for SDET. You can apply for any of these roles. Okay, you can apply for a QA engineer after this course is complete. Just follow what I'm trying to say. Practice those programs. What I'm trying to say. That's it. Okay, and automation, API automation testing using Python also we'll see. So yeah, that's all. So I think we are clear, right? We'll see. We'll continue the class tomorrow. Just today also they did not discuss me as a regular. See, regular class, what is the benefit is I'll share you everyday notes, and on top of it, they'll also share you videos. For now, I'm not sure whether it is regular or not. You should talk with them only, whether they confirm the batch or not, whether they are finalizing the batch or not. Once the payment is done, they will finalize that. I think a couple of people have already done. So what pending, please do it and
Okay, sir. Thank you.
share me the screenshot. Okay, please share me the screenshot. Then I'll add you to
Yes,
the
sir.
group and we'll continue it. We'll continue with our own things. Once the batch is
I have
confirmed, it will be in our.
screenshot in the WhatsApp.
Yeah, please ping me. Don't miss anyone. Please ping me in WhatsApp. Again, I'm trying to share my number here. Okay, 9121443446. Please ping me in WhatsApp. Thank you, guys. Please send a screenshot that you have paid amount and then. Okay. Yeah. We'll make it early. See, I'm joining at 8:10, 8:05, 8:10. The reason because two things. One is I'm facing to log in. Every day it is a problem for me. I'm waiting for 10 minutes to click on that. It is not opening. Again, I retry it. It's not opening. So it is like a problem for me. So anyone can share me that particular link where I can join. That ID is there, right? Meeting ID. So I can join through that meeting ID. So if you can share me that meeting ID on everyday basis, that will be helpful. And on top of it, I'm also having a. I'll join 5 to 10 minutes late again, and I'll take it more than 10-15 minutes after the class. The reason because I'll make sure that everyone joins. Only then I can join. Because if I join and people started joining and they'll ask what happened, please tell me again. I'm not ready for that. So I'll join minimum 5 minutes late. Okay, before that, everyone please join. So I'll start as soon as I join. I'll start. Today is wasted again, however, but from tomorrow let's not make it. Let's clear the batch and let's make this batch finalized, and we will create a WhatsApp group. We'll go with our process because we have everything ready with us. Okay, we have a schedule. We know what to do. We know what to teach. We have notes. We have all the content ready. We know all the process. So we just need to execute it as per our time. Okay. Okay, so in Selenium also, what are all topics we have in 10 days? What are we seeing? Like that, we will go with the process. Nothing we should miss. So the target is no part of syllabus. No part of syllabus is one important, and no part of frameworks that is existing in programming that should not be missed is our target. So we will see solid 2 frameworks and all frameworks overview, solid 2 frameworks with projects, and we'll also see understanding about manual testing, complete manual testing, Jira, Git, Jenkins, API testing. Okay, we'll see. Git and Jenkins, I'll give you some extent. Okay.
Robot framework is included.
No. The reason is robot framework will become a separate course. What happens is the frameworks are unit test, which is okay, PyTest, data driven, okay, which are BDD, Cucumber. Okay, these are all things. What happens if I include robot framework? Robot framework will take minimum 2 months. Only the robot framework. The course duration will become so much. If you want, I can share you the videos. So I'll also include the complete robot framework videos. Okay, I'll share the link. Is that fine? Which will be helpful to you. You can ask me any doubts if you have. For robot framework also, I'll discuss it. But as part of class, I'm not sure whether I'll be discussing because the reason is it takes so much time. The only problem is time constraint. Okay. I should start a new batch for robot framework. If that is the case. Okay? So I'll share you videos. You can just go through that. So other frameworks we'll discuss, and projects will be discussed on this one. Okay. Project will be on Cucumber VDD one project. Right, is one project. This one overview. Okay, this is what a target. Projects 5 days, not 2 projects 5 days. Okay, 2 projects 5 days. So this is our plan. Okay, plan and schedule, and let's execute it. That's all. Okay, thank you guys. Let's take solid class for tomorrow. From tomorrow. Okay, today I didn't expect this many people to join. Please complete your payment by today. I request you, because we know what to do. We know how to execute and all. We'll make it. So if anyone interested to join, please join it today. And because the reason is, I want to start the class and I want to share notes. I want to create WhatsApp group. I don't want to waste the time either from organization in, and people get frustrated. Okay, a lot of people, even I'm getting frustrated every day, not getting started a new batch because of people joining on everyday basis. So if you confirm that, and I'll start it. I'll give a count of to them, and then I'll say that this is what I'm going to start. Okay, thank you guys.